I got you. Walter and I with assistant choreographer right here.
Hello,
So,
broadcast
he came in, he
world.
put his little touch on
As
it. He
it's
added
back
some
a
flavor.
did.
He combined choreography
I
and
remembered.
styles
I knew I
together. We came up
remembered
with
my buddy's
something super
name
dope.
from
The
yesterday.
rehearsal
I
process
couldn't
is
remember
strenuous.
exactly where.
It's a
And
lot
here
of
they
girls.
are.
We
It's one of
started
my
out I think with
Roblox
like 50 girls.
buddies.
We did a auditioning process. We did the casting. It was good. It
It's
was
my
fun.
first
The
time playing
energy was
whatever
good.
this
I
is. They were
wanted to
playing it. And
make
it's
the
popped up.
energy where
I don't know how
it
to.
was fun. It wasn't about
I don't know
a
how to play it.
dictatorship and me telling you better do this and you better be at this time. We all work together. But like anything, it has its ups and downs. You know, people scheduling. When you're working with 8 girls, scheduling, working with our schedule, working with Rem's schedule. Rem came into rehearsal and she stayed
So not
for the
supposed
5
to pick
hours
them up.
and she did what she needed to do.
We only talk on FaceTime. Another two, here's shots. Trying to see what it tastes like. I ain't tripping on no bitch about no dick that ain't mine. You can fuck with them or you can fuck with them or we can fuck with them at the same time.
Oh, my God, Joe. Oh, my God, Chuck.
It's game time.
I don't know
Like a
you.
cute, soft Barbie doll glam, light pink
That was
blush,
so
bright under
unnecessary.
eyes. She's looking very snatched, very cute. It's only
So
gonna get more
unnecessary.
glam from here.
That's
That's what
what's
I know.
cheap.
I hate cobblestone. I know.
Food is
Reminds me
crazy.
of my hard and learned years trying to know how to ride a bike. We had cobblestones in front of our
Let's
building.
figure out how this works. So I have no idea.
3.
Ah, okay. Sure. I don't like this game. I don't like it at all.
Look at this.
I need my food. I need my food. Oops, I know that right into it. I don't think I'm supposed to be here.
This episode of Distractable is presented to you by T-Mobile 5G Home Internet.
The folks over at T-Mobile have some big news for you. They now have the fastest 5G home internet according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. If you want the fastest 5G speeds with a 5-year price guarantee, visit t-mobile.com/home internet to check availability.
Price guarantee exclusions like taxes and fees apply. Fastest based on Ookla Speed Test. Intelligence data, second half 2025. All rights reserved.
Good evening, gentle listeners or watchers, and welcome to Distractable. This episode, Wastrel Wade aches for the antiquated, nibbles his digits, and asks for assessments. Bifurcating Bob returns from the House of Mouse, identifies crimes, administers assassination deterrents, lobotomies, and engorged Genu.
2-3
Mucusy
times.
Mark the Mike Master,
I hate it here.
snarls caffeine, offers dental deletion, and Brazilian bald cures. From sarcastic Satanism to traffic trebuchets. It's time for I'm a Doctor.
Yeah, I need something like that.
Now sit back and prepare to be distracted.
Oh,
and
I need something like that.
The show.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Distractable. I'm today's host, Wade, because I won whatever we did last time,
Oh,
apparently.
and they
Joined as
shot me
always by
down.
my co-host, Mark and Bob. That's me.
I
I'm
think
one
that's
of
the same
those.
one killed me last
The
time.
other one. You'll never figure out which is which.
Careful.
We sound the same. Exactly the same. Exactly the same. What a great bit.
Oh, I see a bunch of bullets going through
Come on,
his
man. What the hell?
God damn. Sorry, that's not sarcastic. I meant it genuinely.
Gonna be one of those episodes, huh? Oh.
We haven't even told you your episode idea was stupid and then decided not to engage with it yet. Wait till we're mean first. Oh man, wait till you guys find out how weird today's episode is. Weird 7 weird.
Well, let's skip weird 6, I guess, but
6 is a bad number. Fuck weird 6.
yeah, I've always thought.
Come on, guys. What, you're a 7 guy. I am. 7 is your number. Yeah, but 6 is like Satan and stuff, you know? Hail Satan. What we say right here. We say that all the time.
2 out of 3 of us love that.
It's my favorite vocal warm-up. Well, get on the call and just go, Hail Satan! Hail Satan! There it is.
Hail Satan!
All right, go. We got Mark put a voice clip saying it to him. Feel better. All that was just a setup just to get Mark's clip. I really needed that one.
Sorry if I'm snotting. I just getting over a pretty bad sickness, so I apologize if I'm sniffling through the episode.
You got a mossy lung?
When everything on the IHOP value menu is just $6, you can go all out.
Why are you trying to hit me?
Fluffy pancakes are just $6 every day. And
I
OMG,
did
there's a new
nothing to
BLT,
you.
and it comes with fries. Celebrate every day for just $6 with the IHOP value menu. Did you know public school at home starts like this, which leads to this, and crescendos into this? When you're open to new possibilities,
nothing to
learning's
you.
a blast. Creativity flows, and future skills are formed. When quality education, complete with certified online teachers, is delivered to your door, learning is all around, and you're gonna get great things out of it. Think big. Think school outside
Oh, now
the
you're gonna jump
box.
me. I ain't even got nothing. Let's leave. This game sucks.
You ever joined before as the show where one of us hosted took people points, so whoever has the most at the end wins the most next episode. As usual, we smart.
Okay.
Editors, cut that out.
What the
Try
hell?
again, buddy.
What's in
Make
there?
my lips look right. We start with smart talk. No! Yes! Smart! Why smart talk?
I don't know if I'm up to smart talk today.
Oh, God, yeah.
Feeling pretty dumb.
Per usual, we start with small talk. Nailed it, first try. Anything new in your lives, please talk so I don't have to.
I got plenty. New microphone. Every era of my channel is defined by my microphone. Which is this? I think it's something 8000.
I miss PG-42, Mark. I gotta be honest.
Oh, you remember even the name of the...
Dude, I still use the PG-42 that you got me. It's fucking great. It's a great microphone.
It was a great microphone. Way big step up, and then they discontinued it for some reason. I don't know
can't
why.
imagine why. That's a fantastic microphone.
Anyway, this one is concerning because it sounds good. I think I like it, but it's got a heat sink in the back. You can't really tell. So this is a heat sink.
A heat sink?
And I've never known my past microphones to have a heating problem. Like they've never felt warm or anything. This feels hot.
Why is it hot?
I don't know.
Maybe it's meant for lewd content, so it knows that things might get a little spicy. Halfway through this episode, just like, but it sounds great, guys. I feel like I gotta keep using it. I'm clearly not in the bowling alley house anymore, so that's good.
That's good.
James had a hell of a time in Disney. He very much enjoyed Disney, but that much traveling has been... Is it funny that I feel kind of guilty? Because I feel like he had a really fun day in Disney, and we also did Universal, and he rode the Yoshi ride, and he really liked that in the Super Mario. And the rest of the trip, he had fun. There was a pool at the house that we stayed at. Very cool. He loves the pool. But now, like, we're home now, and he's just like, I hate everything. Where's Disney? And we're like, nah, it's regular life again, buddy. Like, we're back at the house we live in. This is everyday life, remember? And I feel kind of bad. Because I feel like we stayed in a house down in Orlando, and he was like, all right, this is life now. We go to Disney twice a week. I swim in the pool every other day of the week. All my grandparents are always around.
Yeah,
We eat naughty
definitely
food. We watch as much TV as we want, and we swim in the pool and go to Disney. All right. And then we come back home. And it's like, you guys fucking suck. Why would you show me that life?
One of my friends.
God, sorry, man. I don't
That's
know. I
not
thought
good.
you'd have fun. It's my bad,
I'm
I guess.
sorry.
Is that why we're all so tired, even as adults, when we come
That's
back from
not
vacation?
what I
We're like,
should've
oh,
did.
why'd you show me that life? Why are we back to this? Not Mark. Mark's better than us, but the rest of us.
I've known sadness. I've known despair.
You like hard work, though.
Yeah, that's true. I do.
I'm not like making the masochist joke. You actually just really like. I mean, the movie was a lot, and it was a long time, and I don't know your overall feeling about it, but you could tell you really fucking like just like being in the trenches and like, I have to work 14-hour days for the next week. I have to do it.
I have not known what to do with myself. The past few weeks have been so strange. I've started watching an anime. That's how
Man, normal people don't do that. That's weird.
I know, right? I mean, I just think about it, I haven't watched an anime in many, many years. I mean, I think the last one I even watched was
Is this
probably...
a hint? Are you scoping out the competition for your next project?
I'm working on my animation skills right now, man. I'm gonna show that anime industry who's boss.
The next Toriyama is Markiplier?
He is dead, so I could be him.
Oh.
I apologize. Yeah, so, but also I was sick this weekend, so this is gonna sound like the most middle-aged, middle-of-the-road, like 40-year-old stand-up comedian joke
Oh, that was
bit
terrible.
in the world. But here I go. I was sick over the weekend, so I didn't have any caffeine or anything. I was just kind of on the couch, just like drinking. In that, I was like, oh, this is a great opportunity. You might notice, like, I've got like my caffeine-free soda here.
I did, because it's really hard to get in Ohio, and I'm kind of jealous. But
so I was like, oh, this will be the perfect day to start back. I've already gone through the headaches and whatnot because I didn't even notice it. I was sick, so I take Chica out to the park in the morning. So I was like, I'm gonna stop by McDonald's. I'll grab a decaf coffee, and it'll be great. So I order decaf. It says decaf on the menu. I think you know where this is going. I normally never finish my coffees. I usually just take like a third of it, and that's all I'll drink, especially if it's like a giant one from a drive-thru or something. I'm out walking, Chica, like, this is decaf. I'll drink the whole damn thing. So we're walking. I'm like, oh, glug, 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 glug. Yay. Oh, what a fun day. By the time we were on the way back to the car, I started going, man, things are really fast. Things are really speeding up. It's the first time I've ever noticed the caffeine start to hit, and I was like, but that's impossible. And I just looked down at my coffee. It's like the tab's not punched for decaf, and I look over at the label.
Alright, so
I'm like, oh no. Anyway, that's the end of my bit. I had way too much caffeine this morning, and I feel full. And all my desire to change my life and be no caffeine is ruined forever.
It's all ruined.
Now I gotta go chug a Red Bull.
I know it is.
I have to. Might as well. In for a penny. In for the other penny.
Yeah, what does that saying mean? I guess it's English, but a penny isn't English. A penny is American, but a pound isn't English.
No, penny's still in English.
Is it? I thought they had pence. Are those called pennies?
It sounds like it could be another term for penny, and if it was a pence and a penny, and maybe, I don't know.
I guess in for a penny, in for a dollar sounds kind of stupid, so I'm not opposed to it.
And they phased out the penny anyway.
Okay,
in for a nickel, in for a dollar. In for a checkbook. Those are hip now, right? Checkbooks. Why are you saying it like that? Checkbooks. Checkbooks. You're like adding some syllables in there. Multiple checkbooks. Checkbooks.
Yeah, no, I don't think I like this.
I don't know. I was just about to say checkbook like that. I don't know. Anyway, it wouldn't surprise me if those were popular again, just because everyone's like, I want to analog media. I want records and checkbooks.
I know that I'm older because I prefer checks to all of the other like money apps you can have. Everyone's like, oh, just send it via like whatever. I'm like, can I just mail you a check?
Doesn't that sketch you out? Every time I've ever put a check of any sort in the mail, I'm like, well, I'm either giving someone this money or it's going to get where I hope it does. I guess we'll find out when the check cashes or whatever. Like,
isn't it weird? I feel that way more so about technology. It's like, yep, here's all my banking info transferred along this digital highway.
I am sketched out because it's like you need the exact username or you need their correct phone number or something. But as long as you're like, all right, I've checked 5 times. This is your phone number. I know the money went to you because it went to the only phone number in the world that is yours. That is this one. Even if I give a check directly to a person, if that's not the person who the money is supposed to go to, it's like they work for the company or something. What if they take it? It's just a check. I don't even have proof that I did that.
What if someone hops on like their digital speedster, they're on the digital highway, and they hijack the digital package I'm sending digitally?
I see what you're saying.
I mean, that all is stuff that happens, yeah.
What if that scene from Fast and Furious where they hijack the semi-truck full of $5,000 worth of VCRs in their $30,000 worth of cars happens, but online? I see what you're saying.
Yes. Like Inception and Fast and the Furious had a baby.
Yep.
In the internet line.
Sure.
I don't know. I understand it's probably nonsensical, but I still am like, checks are so much safer than this online app. Who is Mr. Venmo anyway?
For some reason, I think mailing money is a crime.
I don't think a check is. I think mailing cash is.
Is mailing cash a crime?
It's not a crime in itself, but it could be because when you're putting things through the mail system, mail fraud is always a possibility, right? That is a crime. And if you're sending money through the mail, it could be fraud. It could be fraudy.
Am I frauding if I put money in the mail?
If you don't mean it.
Oh, trip accidentally. Oh, envelope. Oh, no, my God. Oh, shit.
If it's just a joke, if you're like, I'll send you $500, but you have to send me 1,000 back, but then I'll send you 500 back and then we'll be even.
I mean, is that a crime?
Yeah, it's probably a crime.
What about that company that sent a bunch of nickels out in the envelopes way back when?
That's just stupid.
All right. Okay.
Whenever we used to do proof of purchase mails, like for our cereal boxes, is that kind of like mailing money?
Crime. Definitely a crime.
Yeah, crime. It's all just an elaborate system designed to trick you into committing crime so that they've got dirt on you for later.
That's actually when you become an adult, when you finally have someone has dirt on you, you actually, and then you're an adult.
Yeah.
What did you do?
You become an adult.
Okay. I forgot that moment in life where I was just like,
I'm gonna play lollipop.
Oh, taxes. Fuck. Yeah, you're 6'4" now, and you were like 2 foot, and then just someone got dirt on you, man.
I don't think I have anything that interesting to talk about myself, so it's a good thing I'm the one hosting this. What happened? I don't know.
Freelancing and 6 years into building Women of Today. The started off as just making to express myself creatively has turned into full-blown entrepreneurship. When I think of my life as a freelancer and independent creative, I think of not being tied down and being able to work anywhere I want.
Unless you guys have any objection, I might dive into the episode.
No, I'm gonna ration my small talk. I have a funny feeling I'm gonna lose. So I think I'm gonna need it for next time.
Interesting.
Well, we'll see who loses. I'm not going to let you have that one for free.
If the wheels have had anything to say about it lately, we have no idea what the hell is about to happen.
And we even have that today.
Oh, shit, that's right. Did you remember to write down
Let's
the
not
things
worry about
you're
that.
supposed to add? Okay.
I was supposed to add a point in free parking today.
Yes,
Yes.
Otherwise, no, I didn't remember anything else.
the one-man show had something different.
Oh, that's right. We added 10%, and then there...
Oh, man. My notepad that had it is gone.
It was a 10 and then just the normal 2, I think, right? So 12%.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was at 6, so it's going to be at 18 now.
Damn, that's a jump.
Well, for today's episode, I think this harkens back to old Distractable. This feels like an episode we would have done a long time ago. We might have talked about something similar to this. I guess I'll leave it up to you guys if you want to do work together or against each other. But we need inventions that don't exist yet to solve some more of our everyday problems. I got problems, and I need you boys to fix them.
Clearly.
So do you guys want to work together, or do you guys want to work against each other and come up with better inventions?
This is a capitalist venture. Definitely competitive.
I concur.
Okay, good.
Aren't you guys not allowed to agree with the thing?
I concur. I invented it.
I don't like that.
A new way to agree.
I don't know if I like Kirk Khan either. Come on.
Nah,
Looks like a Star Trek villain. Kirk Khan. I'm gonna quit saying that. I feel like
yeah, Say it harder and see if it sounds better.
Nah, I'm good.
Press the syllables more.
Checkbook. Why are you saying it like that? problem I have had, and I've been a lot better about it lately, but it's still something I battle with, especially whenever I'm not paying attention. If I'm watching a movie or something, I'm completely zoned out. I will find myself nails in mouth chomping. I'm a nail biter, and I've always been a nail biter, and I've never been able to stop biting my nail. So I guess we'll see who goes first here. Mark heads, Bob tails. That's the order you're in camera-wise for me. Bob, you will go first.
Good, fair.
I need some invention to help me stop biting my nails. And there's already like a nasty tasting polish out, and obviously gloves already exist. I'm not gonna wear gloves around the house, so we're gonna think outside the box a bit. But the nasty tasting nail polish did not stop me. I was just like, oh, this is awful, chomp. Ugh, gross, chomp. So what will actually get me to stop?
I have a number of ideas, but I think I'm going to start with my strongest one. Also, I just want to say in the back of my mind, there are definite alarm bells going off that I feel like we've done this before, but it may have been in completely different contexts.
I think we've done an episode like this before. Yeah.
I know how to make you stop chewing your nails. I call it the Gun Gary.
Gun Gary?
Pique your interest? Yeah, everybody wants to know?
I don't know who Gary is, but I like that. I don't know who's
You don't know who Gary is, and you don't need to know who Gary is. All you need to know is that there is a man named Gary, and he has a gun, and he is watching you to see if you bite your nails. And he's not authorized to kill you on the first try, but it escalates pretty quickly. That's it. That's the whole invention. Creates jobs, very effective. One way or another, you're never going to buy your nails again. Gun Gary. Patent pending.
This feels a little Breaking Bad. I feel like there's going to be like a laser pointer. Random points whenever my nails approach my mouth.
No, he's not secretive. He's just in the room with you for the rest of your life.
Oh.
There's an upgrade you can get at one point if you feel like your nail biting addiction is sort of cured. You could go to Stealth Gun Gary, and you'll never really know if he's there or not for sure, because he'll keep his distance. But until you are ready for that upgrade, Gun Gary just follows you around.
This is so capitalist of you to have upgrades and DLCs for Gun Gary.
And it is a monthly subscription, and if you want him to ever talk to you, there's an upgrade. That's our tier 2 subscription plan. And if you want him to ever talk to you and be nice, or not lie to you when he does talk to you, that's the top tier subscription. Those are unrelated services. Those are sort of an upgrade. But basic Gun Gary service will cure you of what ails you, if what ails you is biting your nails.
I imagine instead of like a pop-up window, just occasionally whenever like the exact time hits, he'll just like interrupt his own sentence or whatever you're doing, be like, your subscription is about to expire. Would you like to renew? I don't like that. I don't like the real life version of how that sounds. But sounds effective.
I think it would be very effective.
Okay, Gun Gary with upgrades and subscriptions. Mark, can you top Gun Gary?
Have you ever wanted to be a spy? To go out on missions, to get captured unexpectedly, and have to take the ultimate sacrifice for your country? Well, now you can. And also, you'll stop biting your nails. Hi, I'm Markiplier, inventor of Tooth Spy. Patent pending on the name. Pending means it's waiting judgment, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Sure. You know how when a spy's captured, they have a certain tooth in their mouth that is actually a secret cyanide capsule? Well, I've developed a certain fake tooth that only responds to the keratin on your fingernail, or keratin in general, or carrots, weirdly enough. Don't know why. Don't eat carrots. But when you have this, you will be so afraid of biting your nails because you don't know which tooth is the secret tooth. It's also like alligator dentist, you know? You know the game where you gotta push the teeth down or else it chomps down on you, but instead of chomping down on you, it's a bunch of cyanide explodes and milk fish. I think that's how cyanide works. That's how this cyanide works that we found.
That's how it works in James Bond, so I assume that's how it works.
Really melts faces.
Why was there never a FNAF adaptation to Alligator Dentist?
Yeah, they had an alligator. Monty Gall. Monty. They had Monty.
Well, I don't mean like an alligator in FNAF. I mean, why didn't they make the dentist game with a FNAF character?
Why didn't they remake that one toy in FNAF?
Yeah, not even in the game. It's the actual toy.
You know, you're so right. That would fit.
Anyway, sorry, I was just thinking capitalistically.
You should probably pen to patent on that.
Yeah, pen your pads, man. Now you know I have over 10,000 patents pending.
And a lot of them are just on whether or not you like the name. That's cool. Makes sense.
They keep telling me I misunderstand what a patent's for, but I keep telling them, like, I got more names. Come on. Let me in there.
So it was carrots, bean, and what was the other thing you couldn't bite?
No, that was it. Carrots and
Carrots and carrots. Okay,
There's nothing else.
that makes sense. Was I can only think of those two. I want to make sure I'm not a little scared now. What if I have one of them?
No, just those.
Oh, right, man. I kind of give points already to both of you for both inventions. I don't know which way I want to go. Cyanide tooth or gun? I mean, gun Gary is a lot more just in my face, in my way, but also probably a lot more effective and terrifying.
I feel like Mark's invention is cool in a similar way. But what if you just absentmindedly forget? Like, you can't forget that Gun Gary is there. He's there. He keeps your line of sight, and he makes sure you know he's there.
Yeah, you order a pot pie with no carrots, and they give you carrots. It's like you're dead.
I mean, that could be if it hits the tooth. The thing is, it's only one tooth, unless you pay for the buy. You get it during the buy one get one special. But you'll chomp, and you'll be like, oh no, was that it? And if your face isn't melted, you're still good. It's a lesson. You gotta let yourself fall so that you can catch yourself before you die. That's what my parents taught me.
They're both terrifying. I feel like Gun Gary's a guarantee, though. Like, Bob's, it's hard to argue. He's there. You can't not see him. I will accidentally probably die with the... I like carrots, so... Random side tangent. Whenever I thought of the buy one, when Mark's buy one, get one free, I thought of Saul, like, you want to play a game? How would you get the chance of death? Even today, buy one, get one free. I saw a post where someone had made, like, a parody of Saul, where it was, like, religious or something. I can find a picture. It's called, like, The Reconciler.
I don't like that.
Yeah, someone made a video. I don't know who Curtis Connor is, but he made a video watching the Saul knockoff called The Reconciler, where it's apparently a Christian knockoff of the movie Saul. I haven't watched the video, but whenever I saw it, the first thought I had, and I gotta share it with the world because it made me laugh for like 20 minutes, was, play a game.
You don't know Curtis Connor?
No.
He's pretty funny.
It's stupid, but I was laughing, and every time Molly's like, are you done laughing? And this thing, you want to pray again? Let's start laughing.
Is what you saw a parody of this Christian remake of the Saw movie?
I didn't. So all I saw was the thumbnail. Like his video was recommended on YouTube. It popped up and it said Saw and this arrow pointing reconciling this Christian knockoff. So Saw is god awful. And I just had the thought, you want to pray again? And that's it. That's the end of the story. Didn't watch the video. Didn't see the movie. Don't know who this guy is. Don't know anything. But man, that thought I had made me laugh for a long time. It's still really funny.
Not funny enough to help you win, I see.
Maybe. Did you make me think of it? Wasn't it so far with cool? Oh, you know what? Yeah. You know, Bob. Okay, here we go. I got it figured out.
I understand. I got the. This is why I hedged my bets on the small talk.
First and more small talk later. So just trying to get some more small talk.
Yeah, all you need to say is hold down.
We'll see how it goes.
Mark, you're first on this one. I need you to help me, man. It turns out I'm bald. And I need a way of feeling better about being bald, whether it's fixing the baldness or whatever other solution you might have, killing everyone on the planet with hair, whatever you think of. I need
Killing everyone on the planet, my friend. Not only are we going to get you hair, we're going to save the planet. Hi, I'm Max B. Hair.
No, go on. That's so good. What a strong start.
Hi, I'm Max B. Here to give you some hair from another person's derriere. Let me tell you, there's no bigger problem in this world than the waste from all those Brazilian waxing studios. Rip and throw, chucking out all those single-use wax strips left and right. But Max B. Hair is gonna get you there. Where is there? Where there's hair. I've got discount strips. I want $99.03. Wait, what color would you prefer? One texture. What color would you prefer?
I've never even contemplated. Maybe a little of everything.
You will get a little of everything. That's right. In every $100 of slightly hair, you'll get a whole rainbow of hair from every type, so you can rest assured that every single occasion you'll have a brand new native match. much. And yes, it will.
Savings or special offers. Join the Fuel Reward.
Of course, like you pronounce it, slightly hair. Oh, what a brilliant thought, man. You might, oh, my eye. Oh, my eye. You might have cured me, except for, fix my eye. Whoever fixes my eye gets 100 points. Oh.
You need new contacts, man. This is the second time.
These are dailies.
All right.
How many days have you worn them?
Just today. I don't fuck around with wearing contacts more than once.
You all right?
Oh, I'm dying. Help me with my hair, though. Forget my eyes. I don't need to see. I just need to look beautiful.
All right, is it my turn?
I think so. Is Max B hair done?
Yeah, I'm done. Max, be done.
I am Dr. Shiny Nog, and I'm here to tell you that you can like the way you look. You may have heard of me. Wherever there's knees, wherever there's nogs, I'm there. Today I'm here to talk to you about nogs. Specifically, sad bald ones. That's okay. Science has determined there's nothing we can do to put hairs back onto a head. It's all bullshit. It's basically Superman. You're not gonna have hair, and it's not your fault. But with my new procedure, you can love the way you look. I call it a lobotomy. I take my highly calibrated ice spike and the biggest hammer I'm legally allowed to swing at your face, and I remove the parts of your brain that make you feel bad about how bald you are. The lobotomy. It's cheaper than it sounds. This product has not been tested. This product is not endorsed by Dr. Shiny Nog.
He doesn't need to endorse his own products. That would be biased.
Hey, they just pay me and I swing the hammer, man.
Brought to you by me. I also don't endorse this product.
You pay me, Max B Hair will be all over those endorsements.
So my choices are wax hair.
Oh, slightly pre-done hair.
Slightly pre-done. Oh man, what choices?
I don't know who wouldn't go for the lobotomy given this choice.
Well, I might have leaned toward the lobotomy if Shiny Nog had endorsed his own product, but that makes me a little nervous. So I'm gonna go with the wax strips on this one.
Thank you.
Oh man, give me that slightly pre-used hair. Also, it's probably cheaper to have used hair.
It is very cheap for me.
Buy one, get 99 free.
Yep. Oh yeah.
You want to save money? We could reuse the same ice pick. I mean, it's whatever.
Yeah, why bother cleaning it? I won't remember.
I'll remove that part too that cares about that, so you won't even be bothered.
Oh god, I forgot about the hair rivals, Max B Hair and Shiny Nog.
Side tangent, lobotomies. I've never really understood how the hell, because I know the description of it, which is like put an ice pick like right here or something on the inner eye or wherever, and then you just wonk a hammer. Is that real?
It's not damaging the frontal lobe or something.
Yeah, it causes damage to the frontal lobe in a way that affects the person's brain function and basically turns them into kind of more of a zombie, so they're less.
It caused damage to the eye and the sinuses and then all the other stuff in front of the brain.
Why does it go through the eye, or does it? I thought maybe it went through the nose and you like drilled a hole, and that I honestly don't know. I only know lobotomy as like a joke from movies. Like I can't believe that was a serious thing that medical doctors did to people. Or still do, I hope not.
Dr. Walter Freeman popularized inserting an ice pick-like instrument through the eye socket, driving it through the bone with a mallet, swinging it to sever white matter.
Swinging it? Just, so you gotta get it in there and then you go, yeah.
Okay, this is a shitty overview, but yeah.
Sure, that seems fine.
Surgery severs most of the connections to and from the prefrontal cortex and the anterior part of the frontal lobes of the brain. Well, yeah, we don't need those parts, so yeah, of course lobotomies were a good idea.
Yeah, some of those parts are probably useless.
Oh yeah, I've got to give you guys another prompt. It's like, where?
Keep going. So,
bigger seen as better.
Right.
So we're gonna cure Mark, including Mark doing. Mark, we're gonna fix shortness. Oh, no, we're not your penis, just your height.
In trouble there. I don't want any trouble there. I don't know why I said it like that. I don't want any trouble with my penis.
Well, we give you a dick lobotomy.
Is that also still through the eye socket?
Oh yeah, somehow yes, yeah. Better than a dick toppy. Lobotom. It's bad. Don't laugh.
Wade, that was confusing.
Thanks, man. So we're fixing short. Who's first? I think Bob first.
Yeah, come on, fix me.
Dr. Shiny Nog here again. Like I said, where there's knees or there's nugs, you can find me there. I'm here to talk to you today about knees. Are you too short? That is not enough knees. I'm here to choose knees. It's where we put a knee inside your knee to make it taller. You don't need a knee replacement. You need a knee engorging. And that's where my patent-pending biotic knee comes in. We surgically hacksaw your leg in half right in the middle of your knee joint and stick my new knee right in the middle. Not only will you be septuple jointed, you'll be 2 to 4 inches taller, which is enough, our surveys have shown, for almost anyone. If that's not enough for you, I don't know if this product is for you. But like I always say, I'm a doctor.
I claim that all doctors make sure to make to you.
You know, I thought I would try and play Mark's game, but I'm just not as good at these kind of bits as Mark is.
What do you mean?
You go in your hairy, what was the guy's name?
Max B. Hair.
Max B. Hair. You just jump into it and you have a character. I don't do characters. I do observational humor, really. You know, I point things out.
Knee-nog made a great comeback. You know, the first time I even wrote down a point for knee-nog, I spelled out knee, K-N-E-E. So, like, it worked.
Yeah, well, that's how it's spelled.
I remember that game Nidhogg.
I do.
No.
Did you ever play the second one?
They made a second one?
I think there was Nidhogg too. Pretty sure.
Oh, right. I don't think I ever played it. Right, with the upgraded graphics and the that's fun. Fixing my shortness.
Not you, just short in general.
No, he specifically did say.
That's true.
Tall is a state of mind. Short is a state of body, right? Tall is up here in the nog, right? Short is down here in the body. You get what I'm saying? You get where I'm going with this? Let me spell it out longer for you. Tall, T-A-L-L, is short. S-H-O-R-T.
I'm with you. I'm on this ride.
So, if you invert it, right? How's that go? L-L-A-T, lot. C-R-O-H-S, troth. I have nothing to give to you. I will give you nothing and you will have nothing. And therefore, there is no problem because there is no product. See?
Classic capitalist move. Not solving a problem we didn't have.
Exactly.
Was it drugs? I think it's drugs.
No, it's Latros.
Latros. We should play that backwards word game. That was fun.
That was fun.
What was the backwards one?
Or was it Bob? Did you have that one?
I think it was my game. I think I hosted it. Where you had to try and say a word backwards, and then we'd see if you could get it correctly forward.
Oh,
So my friend Bob hosted that because I think you and I were competing on that one, Mark.
That was a good one. It was just, people thought we were faking it.
What do you mean? Wait, how would we fake it? What do you mean fake it? What kind of show do they think this is?
They, I don't know. They thought we were playing dumb or something, and it was like, guys, I'm smart. It's the other person that's dumb.
All right, do one more round.
Wait, which product are you using, Wade? Knees or Latros?
I think I gotta go with Nee's because I still don't know what the fuck the other one was.
It's just really good drugs, I'm pretty sure.
It's not meant for you if you can't comprehend it. The commercials are just a series of colors and shapes and geometric nightmares from my deepest, darkest secrets. But if you don't understand, you don't know what. Yeah.
It's really not your fault, Mark. It's really on Wade.
Yeah.
All I know is if we invert it and say it backward, there's no problem.
Yeah, so you do get it. You're just being obstinate.
Do you just not want do you not want to win?
I love how Bob before this was like, Mark, you're so good at coming up with a character. You're so off the cuff. It's like,
It's my strategy. It's my mind game. I give you compliments over the course of the game, and you're like, what? And then you falter. Right at critical moments.
It puts you in a pressure cooker.
It does.
Good news then, Mark. You get to go first, so after you get to immediately fix this. So this isn't so much like a personal body thing, but it's something that drives me crazy. Even here in Cincinnati, I have to sneeze 1 second. Something's wrong.
You have to sneeze in Cincinnati?
I'm Harry Sneeze. And here to give you...
I'm Phil Swift here for Kleenex. I sawed your nose in half.
Even here in Cincinnati, I'm noticing traffic is getting atrocious. I was like, oh, you know what I love about Cincinnati? It's nothing like LA or New York or Chicago, all that crappy traffic. It's getting there. Is there driving school anymore? Because nope, like people, there's an ambulance, full siren, and someone's like, oh, they're trying to cut me off. I better make sure they don't get around me. It's like, what is happening? Let the ambulance go, you fucking crazy person. They're idiots. There's so many idiots. And I don't think they know what a license is. I don't know if they know what a car is. I don't know if they know they have brakes sometimes. It's getting bad. We gotta fix the traffic and bad driver problem. So real quickly, just something that's not been solved in centuries in the world, I need you to solve right now.
Have I got a product for you? Hi, I'm Chuck M. Trudier. Here, the inventor of the Carabolt. You don't even need to worry about traffic because it's an attachable attachment to your car. That is in the shape and form of a giant spoon that is fucking what's the word?
A catapult? It winds?
No, the
tension?
Yes, it's tension bound to the lever arm that will shock anything. Mostly, it's intended for cars, but you know that's the only thing I have a patent pending for. But technically speaking, under the radar, can't I think of any common expressions? Under the table.
Are you human?
Under the table. I'm Chuck M. Trudier. I am very human. And this product is also very human. It will allow you to throw everything and anything wherever you want it to go, so long as where you want it to go is in the direction you have pointed it at. So you can either get rid of those pesky traffickers, or you can launch them where they need to be to assist in civil society and progressing the common man, which I am. One of those. It was us.
Very human. I'm concerned about that part, but otherwise, I mean, chucking some people in traffic with a catapult to help them, of course. It sounds fantastic.
Or punishment.
I would never say that part out loud, but
very under the table.
Or over it. Normal human laughter. Bob, how do you solve my traffic problem?
I'm Bear Lee Gull, and I'm here with a solution to all of your traffic problems.
You might want to rethink the name, but
no, I love it.
It's a legal solution, barely, to all of your problems. Look, there's already a solution for this. This is used by the military and in certain specific settings, but this used so sparingly, it's just a waste. We've all heard of the LRAD, or long-range acoustic device. It's a big speaker that can basically make such a terrible sound that it physically suppresses human beings, or anything else with ears. If you mount one of my barely legal LRADs on the front of your car, everyone will always be out of your way. They basically couldn't stand to not get out of your way. It will solve all of your driving problems, and basically only your driving problems, for the rest of your life. And as far as we know, this is legal probably, depending on what state you live in, and exactly how loud the sound is that you have your LRAD produce. It's probably safe for you, and it's probably legal, we think, and it's very, very affordable-ish, depending on how much you value your time and driving experience.
Okay, barely legal.
I mean, I go by B. Lee, but my legal name is Bear Lee Gull.
I believe you with the LRAD, or Chuck Intrudier with the catapult. I think I gotta go with the catapult on this one. I like the idea of the sound, but it's less like everyone has the sound. That either no one's on the road. Like, what if more than one person buys your product?
Well, then you only really need the one who's in front to be doing it, but you could team up with other LRAD users.
Oh, the LRAD gang?
Have a big train, really, like a land train. It's like a train, but it goes on land, unlike regular trains. That's a weird concept, but just imagine a land train.
Wait, next episode of this, you just gotta give us products, and we'll give you the name of the inventor. We'll just give you the name. Build that.
Done. So, hold on, let me make a note to myself. I do think that we've done an episode like this one before. Like, we did inventions way back in the day. I just don't know if we've done it for these specific scenarios. This might be a part 2 or part 3 of inventions, but at least it was. I don't think we've done these things.
I hope you didn't pull up the same list of prompts.
It would be really funny if we did. I mean, I guess it's possible. I wrote all these today, but I do have the same brain probably, but slightly older and dumber.
I've noticed that as a fascinating phenomenon, is like completely remembering something word for word that you thought was completely original, and you just rewrote history. But that didn't happen this time.
That's what happens whenever our entire lives are online for a decade and a half. Let me go through points here. Mark, you got... I gotta try to read my handwriting. I hate this point. This point. I hate this point. You got Sick Boy, New Mike, Toriyama's Dead, Coffee, whoops, Hey Kids, Tooth Spy, Max B. Hair, Good Spelling, Wanna Play a Game?
You get a point for that.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. Wax Strip Hair, Chuck M. Trudier, Lat, short fall backward.
Latros.
And Catapult. You are sitting at 13.
Wasn't it technically Cartapult?
It might have been Catapult, but my handwriting is atrocious and I tried. Bob, you got points for James Hates Life. Sure. You make fun of my mail check versus apps thing, or else you give me good advice. You did something with that. You're a crime expert? I don't know what that had to do, but you're a crime expert apparently. Then I gave you points for laughing. Gun Gary upgrades. Shiny Nog. Lobotomy. Like I say, I'm a doc. Oh, like I always say, I'm a doctor. Nini-ees. Illegal. LRAD. And twice I picked your invention, which I just wrote as I choose you times 2, for a total of 14. Right on 14 to 13.
Alright.
Close one, which is unfortunate. Can I just... Hang on, I'm going to take the 3 points away from Mark, give them to Bob, and the wheel doesn't matter. Can I do that?
As the host, I'm going to say you can't.
Alright, oh, good. I heard that quite clicking. Don't worry, I'm not messing with points. Unless...
Okay. Are we good? We're good?
Give Bob a point for not grabbing his coin. Can I do that? He grabbed his coin.
I was holding my coin.
Oh! Mark gets 6 points for not grabbing his coin.
Okay, well, I'll stand by.
This is 14 to 13. It's 14. I'm not messing with it.
And then I do my thing.
We have to retroactively add things to the wheel from when you were in Florida, or do we
actually come up with stuff to add to the wheel so strictly? I added at one point to free parking, and I modified the winner's wheel to be, it's 18% right now for the one-man show.
Oh, we might have said something like the next thing we have to add something that actually gets points from free parking.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
Let me do this real quick. How many spins we doing? I would put my money on 3. Oh, that's fine.
No.
Ooh, 2 minutes. All right, and then I guess the thing we'll add is get points from free parking.
Yeah, unless we've forgotten that we did do that, but I'm not going to read through all the list.
There's way too many. And make sure you add a point to the free parking space. If you
I
have
did.
it. There's 1 in it right now. It said 0, and I changed it to 1. So at least now that if you get the point for free parking, you get at least 1 point. Now it's worth something. Yay! All right, so we're doing 2 spins. Here we go, baby.
Cookies 2 for $25. Get 1 full-size appetizer and 2 entrees for only $25.
Yeah. Wearing least clothes.
Okay, I got shirt, pants, undies, 2 socks. Well, a sock on each foot.
I guess if I'm being super honest, I have both socks, underwear, shorts, but I have shirt and undershirt on. I mean, and I have a watch. I don't know if that's really clothes, but I think undershirt is extra layer, right? Yeah. Same except for an undershirt for both. So Mark gets that one, I guess. I could have just lied.
That's what I'm talking about.
You guys don't know if I'm having undershirt on, but whatever. But yeah, if you look at the wheel, see this black, this sliver, this one, it started to be so full of shit that it's going off center from the graphics, and so there's like a weird off centerness to the wheel now. I think when it spins, the black wedge moves around the outside. We need to take our wheel to a mechanic. Spin number 2. Shit. Bob gets that one.
I don't know if I said words.
I mean, I said tits. I don't know what it has to be, but
That's a fast response.
That's a good response.
I think I went. You did make a growling noise. It's still after Bob.
Oh, wait. I'm going to call, I'm calling fair. And this is for a specific reason. Bob being the one spinning it. And he said, he revealed it's a local program. I am at a disadvantage.
It's true.
For that, because I am on the other side of the country.
It's pretty true, actually. Yeah.
So, hold on. So let's determine the outcome here. Either it's doubly fair and Bob is right and gets an extra point, or it's unfair, which means what? Mark gets the point this time, or respin?
I think it'd just be a respin.
Okay, so it's a respin, nothing happens, or Bob gets 2 points from this?
But what if we respin and it's fastest response again? Does that...
I think we just...
That won't happen.
That won't happen. Yeah, it won't happen.
All heads, Mark wins. All tails, me wins. Otherwise, nothing
Yes.
happens.
Yes.
All right.
I got heads.
Oh, tails. Which one is mine? I got lady. Oh, heads. Oh, it don't matter. Okay, well.
Shit. Alright, I tried.
Alright, well, despite that attempt, the final score is Bob with 15, Mark with 14.
Damn.
You did win something, though, Mark. You won going first with your loser speech.
Oh, well, there's that. I had a feeling I'd lose. I'm not saying I can predict the future. I'm only saying I can't affect the future. None of our actions have any weighing on the future. You can't change it unless that change is simply standing by and watching it all burn.
Well said. Bob, save us with the winner's speech.
I gotta say, I'm a little surprised. I felt like Mark had some pretty funny bits today, and I felt like, based on your reactions during the episode, it seemed like you were writing down a lot of stuff for him and not so much for me. But the points are numbers, and numbers can't lie because numbers are science, and science can't lie. That's just science. It's gotta be fair. We even flipped coins, and the coin said it's fair too. So, as much as I didn't feel like confident, I earned this. And I am the best, at least for today. But that's okay, because one of you will be the best next time, unless you're not.
Well said. And I'm going to give a quick unprecedented hoster's speech. Look, we might have done this topic before. We might have had similar episodes. We could really have talked about some of these inventions before.
but it's been disassembled, taken apart, and put back together. Is it even the same topic anymore? Or is this the invention of Theseus? That's for you all to decide.
We've done sequels before, so that is.
Hey, this was my turn to talk. Don't talk to me with logic and facts.
You're right, you're right.
If you haven't already, go follow these boys, Mark at Markiplier, Bob at Meister. I'm Wade Minion 777 or Wade Minion 777. Watch the episodes, because there's video. Or listen if you want to keep listening. That's fine. Merch, sometimes, maybe more soon, maybe still some, at distractable.shop. I always pause there in case I'm wrong about that link.
You got it.
Check it out. Check us out. Watch more of this. Listen to more of this. Also, I love the drawings. The end of that drawing episode was a little while back. I love seeing people draw along the draw episode. It's really funny. And most of them were better than us. Anyway, that's it. Podcast out.
Watch new episodes on Spotify.
That was a new episode to me. Somehow I didn't see that one.
This episode of Distractable is presented to you by T-Mobile 5G Home Internet.
Folks over at T-Mobile have some big news for you. They now have the fastest 5G home internet, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So if you want the fastest 5G speed with a 5-year price guarantee, visit t-mobile.com/home internet to check availability.
Price guarantee exclusions like taxes and fees apply. Fastest based on Ookla Speed Test. Intelligence data, second half 2025. All rights reserved.
Good evening, gentle listeners or watchers, and welcome to Distractable. This episode, Madden Future Mark hates dicks, digs K-pop, trips balls, and plays Whose Line Is It Anyway? Weepy Wade tricks himself into tears, does his duty by his fluffies, assists in an orgy, and with a billionaire. Bearmuth Bob struggles with understandable strain, and gets a dirty nose full. From format genius to mushroom messiahs. Yes, it's time for News Flash. Now sit back and prepare to be distracted and enjoy the show.
And welcome back to Distractable. My name is Mark Plier, and I'm here hosting this episode because I won last time. And if you don't know how that works, it's because that's the entire thing of the game. And I know there's probably one person that's been listening to this and or watching this the entire, probably listening to this, let's be honest. Let's be honest with ourselves. It's probably one of the listeners who has been looking at this, slack-jawed, drool dripping out of the mouth, not understanding the concept of how this show works. The only reason that our longevity is still longevitizing is because we were geniuses when we made this podcast, and we set out to make a formula that could be repeated ad infinitum, even if we repeat the same episodes over and over again, and that everyone could find entertainment value in every single moment. They'll love this podcast, and so will you. And so you do? Oh, look, it's one of the guys joining today. Oh, a fresh, beautiful face.
I just come falling in from the top of the screen.
Yeah. Now, the editors will make that happen. This is Bob. Bob stands at a lovely 6'4.5". He's got a smile for days. He's a glasses man. Purple is his entire personality. It's Bob.
That's me. I wish I could be more purple. This is as purple as it gets. Ignore all the stuff behind me that's not purple. Or that doesn't sound purple.
Editors, put in the sound of purple.
Oh, yeah, wow.
And Wade, the human equivalent of a mushroom, always in the same place, persevering through death, despair, anything. You'll always find fungi where this guy is, because he's such a fun guy. Wade!
Hey, Mark, phoning it in from Ohio today.
It's funny every time. You too. Weirdly, you get a segue point. I don't know how you managed to get the segue point this early. I don't at this part. Jesus Christ, that's really you are weirdly sixth sense about the topic and getting that thing. Anyway, we got a fun episode for you today in that it is a new one, and I have no idea if it's going to work or not. So whether it's fun or not is entirely dependent on future me, and that's not me right now. So I'm not responsible for that guy's actions. That guy's a dick, and frankly, I don't like him. So if anything happens with future Mark, that screaming obscenities, a lot of racial slurs could happen. That guy, not me, right now. Just gotta say that out there.
I don't like, from my perspective, when you were pointing him back at future Mark, it looked like you were pointing at me.
Yes, you are secretly future Mark.
Hey, man, things get tough.
Things really go crazy, man. You would not believe.
Really thought Iron Lung 2 was a good idea. Mark, don't do it.
Okay.
Turns out nobody wants to see an ocean of hair.
We ran out, so I had to donate my own, and it didn't come back.
Ew, an ocean of hair.
Don't worry, I pulled so much out, there was still a lot of blood.
Yeah, I don't know why ocean of hair is more disgusting than an ocean of blood.
It is, isn't it?
I think somehow it's even past like an ocean of piss or something like that, or an ocean of poo. Ocean of hair. That really sounds unpleasant.
Well, think about how it feels. You know that, like, it's maybe not every time, but when you get that surprise single hair in your mouth, and you're like, oh, that's one hair. An ocean of that. Just constant misery. Just, ugh.
Yeah, no thank you for that.
I chapstick before shaving my beard, and all the little tiny hairs got caught in the chapstick. And then, like, I ate something later and, like, licked my lip, and just all of that hair ended up on my tongue. And it was like 20 minutes of misery trying to remove it.
God, that's so gross. Why would you even say that out loud?
I was trying to be hashtag relatable.
How dare you manifest that into existence by making it happen physically, not manifesting it at all?
It was in my mouth, I lived it.
Yeah, I hate it.
At least it was my own hair.
Yeah, well, if it's an ocean of it, I doubt it's going to be in all your hair.
I don't have much to grow.
Unless you used to have the densest hair in the world.
I did. I had really thick hair when I was young.
It's like a cattail, you see the video of the person biting into a cattail.
Yeah, they go.
Don't bite into my balls. You won't find the...
What? Biting you from what?
My balls.
Oh.
Don't bite into my balls either.
I'll pass on both, thank you.
It's been a little bit since we last chatted, almost exactly a week, like it almost always is. So what's new with you guys' lives?
I have weird small talk this week, so I can go first and get out of the way. And maybe it's not weird. Maybe I'm undercutting myself, but I had a moment earlier today, I guess. And I don't know if you guys get this, but it's been a tough time, like, generally, like, emotionally. James is a toddler, and he's been struggling with tantrums and, like, pretty normal toddler stuff. It's been harder than I have expected to deal with on my end, and I think it stems from, I feel very protective of Mandy, and so when James takes things out on Mandy, that's pretty normal. That's his mom, like that. But goes from like, oh, he's a toddler, he's having a hard time, to like, don't fucking mess with Mandy, right? Like something triggers in the back of my mind that's very confusing because I'm protective of both of them, but I was protective of Mandy first. Anyway, I've been struggling with like that, right? Trying to process stuff, kind of confusing stuff. And I don't know why, but today I was driving and System of a Down came on. I didn't like choose to play it, just came up in a random thing, and like I think it was Lost in Hollywood from Mesmerize. It's a random song that I used to love when I was younger, have listened to in forever. And it came on and like just triggered an instant emotional release for me. Like literally it came on and it was just like System of a Down, and then Serge started singing, and I was just like, and something opened and I like teared up, and just like a weird thing. And it struck me, like, I get that sometimes. I've had that. There was a point in law school where it was really fucking miserable, and I was thinking about quitting, and I hated everything. And then on my drive home from school, occasionally, like, a song would come on from, like, high school or from before, and I would just, like, have a huge release, figure something out, process something. And it just made me curious if that's, like, a me-specific thing, or if you guys have ever experienced stuff like that. Because it just, I forget, right? I love music, and I'll just forget, and I'll be in the middle of something where I'm like having a bad time, or I'm really angry about it. And then if I just chose to turn on music, it would probably help. But I like, you forget about everything else when you're wrapped up in, your own stuff sometimes. It's like magic. Like it just, and I felt so much better from one song in the car on the radio. And I thought that was crazy. But do you guys get that?
I do. Wait, listen to go down the discussion, but I think that there's something interesting here.
I mean, I've got a bad, but if you want to go first, you can. You're a host, man.
I don't know why I said that. It's so weird and somberly, like it's a sacred topic. No, it's weird because I don't listen to music on the regular, right? I don't listen in a car. I don't do anything. But there are certain times when I realize the power that music has because I like music. People probably hear that I don't listen to music in the car and think that I don't like it. I like it. I just never. It's not in my DNA to go seek out music or listen to it casually. But when K-pop Demon Hunters came out, I was like in the middle of one of the many final stretches of Iron Lung, and it wasn't Golden, the song that everyone was listening to. It was like the last song of the like This Is What It Sounds Like. I would listen to that on the drive to go work on the movie, and I'd just be like, I can do this! I can do this! and it's weird. It like gets me hyped up more than anything. I don't even know why, but it just hits something, right? It just hits something, and I believe there is a real tangible thing, and music in human history has been very much about that. That's why you have drummers going into war.
Yeah. I love war. That's my favorite war drums. Love that ditty.
All right, wait, help me.
First of all, the song you just mentioned from K-pop Demon Hunters is also the one that stuck out to me the most when I watched it. Golden's good, don't get me wrong. They're all bangers, but that one also is the one that got me. I go through like phases of just wanting to get the tears rolling. So I'll seek out stuff. Like I'll watch people react to like James Blunt, like his song Monsters. Like I'll watch people react to that and never sing it. I'm like, yes, here we go. I don't know why I do that, but like I'll occasionally be like, oh man, you know what I need to watch? Soldiers coming home videos, people reuniting with their pets videos. Like I need that today. And I'll sit here for like 2 hours just like, yes, drain my eye fluids. I do that, and I like movies with like somewhat predictable, cheesy, like emotional endings. Sometimes it's like, oh yes, I'm getting the feels out. I don't know why, because like typically I'm pretty like held together, whatever. I don't cry a lot publicly today, but sometimes when I'm by myself, I'm just like, you know what? I want to laugh for a bit, and then I want to cry my fucking eyes out, and I don't know why. So give me that emotional song. Let me watch those emotional videos. Let me just feel. Let me get the feels.
I think we need it. I think humans need it. In today's society, we're very, well, a lot of us, comfortable, with air conditioning, and usually there's obviously starvation and there's famine out there in the world. But for the most part, people that have the opportunity to get bored are bored because a lot of our needs are basic needs are met. And so this kind of, it turns from being comfortable to being just in a very middle non-dynamic state, and your average can be average because you're sitting literally at number 5 out of 10, or your average can be average because you're swinging from 0 to 10 so often. Just like Iron Lung, it's not average. There's zeros and tens, it's really spread, but the average, gets down. It's dynamic. I think that we as humans need that experience, and sometimes art and music and movies can have that kind of cathartic balance or bring a little bit of it.
Why are we still here? Watch puppies reunite with their owners, man. It's so cute.
You're so right.
Other small talk. If I randomly look like I just got punched in the nuts, it's because I fucked my neck up real good. We took James to a trampoline park, and I did not jump on the trampolines, but I had to walk around on them. And at some point, I did the classic almost fall down, give myself whiplash, and my neck is just great. It feels really good. So I'm fine, but if at that point I'm just like, ignore me. Still, it's out of shape. It's all good.
I don't remember much about the past week, not gonna lie, because last night was a really rough night of sleep. Dogs and cat went to the vet yesterday, so we had to drop the dogs off at like 7 a.m., which for me is like 2:30 in the morning for normal people. I actually passed out, got like 4 hours of sleep, put the dogs in, came back, tried to sleep a little bit. Then we had to take the cat in later because he can't go under anesthesia after he had the near-death experience a couple of years ago. Then we were at the vet for like an hour while they examined heaters, and we got all the animals, came home, and Presley and Ginger had to be put under for dental cleanings. And they were still kind of out of it when we got home. Presley got sick a couple of times, and he just kind of kept throughout the night, like looking at us and whining a little bit, and that persisted throughout the night. We went to bed at like 1 or 2 last night. For us, it's pretty good. But every couple of hours, I woke up to Presley whining, and I would try to comfort him. And then 7, 8 o'clock this morning, I was like, I give up. I'm just going to go downstairs and sit with you guys, and I don't know. And then Presley was like, ah, Father, you're awake. Now I will sleep peacefully next to you on the couch.
Yeah, well, he was real tired after a while.
Yeah, I get a lot of sleep, and it wasn't really good sleep. But we were worried about the babies, and Molly's with them now. One of us is probably not streaming tonight because of just wanting to be there and make sure they're all right. Just, I don't know, for whatever reason, anesthesia does not sit well with Presley. But not like Heaters did, but like he usually takes a day or two to be back to his old self after he gets put under. Anyway, that's all I know. I don't remember what happened prior to that. I think I've been playing a lot of Pokemon. We call them fan games.
What does that mean?
He means porns.
Oh. Well, no, the term ROM hack sounds illegal.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
It might be illegal.
So is it illegal or not illegal?
No.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
Okay, only one of the 3 of us has a video about passing or smashing all the Pokemon, and it's not me.
Who is it then? We'll never know.
I would never point the finger at our host, and I won't do it now.
Okay, all right. Well, you point one forward, you got 3 pointing back at yourself. So,
they're pointing straight up, idiot.
You got him there.
man. See, the trick is you gotta shove your hand and point all 4 fingers.
You gotta point. You point aggressively. You point like Palpatine. Like, ew.
It was you that wanted to smash the Pokemon.
You mean
Nobody likes garbage, all except me.
More rewards. More savings. More special offers.
Now, you're probably wondering why Wade got the segue point.
I remember what I said back then, so yeah, I sure am.
It's going to earn him the privilege of going first in this lovely competition. Now, this is going to take a little explaining. I know the last time I tried to explain a game, people at home, mostly the listeners, were like, brains just exploding, comprehension plummeted, test scores took a nosedive, It'll be simple. We're doing News Flash.
Like,
no. Get porn off your brain, man. It's like the Who's Line game, News Flash. So, what I have collected are various news stories, real news stories, that have occurred over the past month or so. Some stretching a bit farther back in time, but for the most part, it's relatively topical news stories. When one of you is going, you will be the man out in the field with your microphone and listening in closely. That person will have to, by the honor system, minimize their riverside so that they can't see us, and they will just be blind out in the field because I'm going to share with the other person, in this case Bob, what the article is. So Bob and I will both be asking the man in the field questions about the news story that the editors will put behind him. So I'll link the articles to the editors, so there'll be pictures, maybe video if we can find some royalty-free video to make it make sense. And we will be asking the host out in the field, or the person out in the field, the reporter, questions, and they have to guess what the news article is. It could be the title of the news article, it could be the general concept of what is happening behind him.
Okay, I've not seen this game in like 20 years, but you know what? I remember it, and I'm sure I will be fine.
Seeing the actual game on the show, I don't think helps in any way, unless you understand the premise.
Well, it kind of like gives you an idea of what questions to ask, or how to answer them to get clues. So I don't remember any of that.
I will judge this in a kind of similar way to the drawing one, where I'll give points based on how well your questions are helping the person, and obviously I'm part of that, but my questions will not have any factor in on the other person's scores. I'm just there to give you, the other person, time to think, so that they don't have to constantly barrage. And and now it worked on the show, whose lines two people were asking, one person on the field. Wade, in this case, would be calling mockery because they almost always had him on the field.
Did anyone else ever go into the field?
I think maybe Ryan did once, but he was like, Colin was clearly the person to do that.
Yeah, what else do Colin and I have in common?
Being short.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say bald.
So when, Wade, you can respond however you want, but just pay attention to the questions being asked and start to formulate in your head.
Do I need my green screen up? The editors clearly put this whole news story right behind me.
I mean, it would help, yeah, actually. That would be helpful.
Editors, you got this news story video, right?
Bob has benefited because the background actually is mostly purple, which does help give a distinct color to key it out. No, actually, that's great. Okay, perfect. And then also for the listeners at home, you'll get a text-to-speech of what the title of the article is, and that way you can know what's You'll know what the article is, and the editors will be also tasked with playing sound effects that are happening. And just getting a general scene so that everyone is part of this.
You said this was going to take a lot of imagination and work on our parts. I think this maybe takes more work on the editor's parts.
It might. It's all hands.
We just need this ready by tomorrow.
Yep, don't worry.
Chip, chop, chip. Let's get this together now.
All right, so go ahead and minimize your screen, Wade.
Fine.
All right, so I'll do you a favor. I'll ask the first question because I know what these are. I'll ask the first question on all these. All right, is everybody ready? Any questions before we get started?
I think we're good. I'm good.
I should have had the music queued up for this for news music. But editors, I'm going to put it all on you.
Cortino condom shortage. Athletes were given 10,000 free condoms, and they disappeared in 3 days.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Nightly News. I'm your host, Dixon Smash'em, and I'm joined by my co-host, Bob.
I'm your co-host, Reed Thanus.
We have a breaking news story. We have our man out in the field, Wade. He is in the midst of the action. Wade, can you hear us?
Yes, I do. It's a bit crazy out here, so I've got headphones on to make sure I can pick you up.
Yeah, even through the headphones, I can hear it all happening.
Wade, have you ever known an event like this to happen so quickly?
No, Bob. It started off real calm. If you can believe it, looking around, it started off very calm. But as the day's gone on, well, you can see.
Well, do you think the cold has anything to do with it?
Oh, that's a good possibility. I mean, temperatures have been going up and down, as you know. Things have been crazy around here. It's been 0 degrees, been 70 degrees.
Up and down, up and down, up and down. Yeah,
indeed. Wade, a skier was quoted as saying, "They promised us more will arrive, but who knows when? Do you have any idea when those are going to show up?"
No, I've been trying to get an update, but based on the chaos around me, it's been hard to really get anyone's attention. Everyone's been kind of focused on the events going on.
Yeah, I'm sure. Which events would that be?
Oh, you know, I would tell you more, but I think your eyes can tell you pretty much. Based on the events happening, we've been on the hills over here, we've been on the plains over here. A lot of pushing and shoving.
Oh my gosh, there's so much pushing and so much shoving, I bet.
Yeah, I think I would define this event maybe as a mixed singles type thing. But wait, you know, this actually started originally in 1988 in Seoul. Can you remember a crazier year than this one? Or maybe a specific city that this happened in that sticks out to you?
Well, every 4 years it seems to get crazier and crazier, but I won't forget Atlanta. What was that, 2000 Atlanta? That one was pretty wild, but the weather was a lot calmer that year.
Well, as you know, the previous record is 300,000. Do you think that it's going to break the record this year?
Well, every year people train harder and harder, and we see records broken all the time.
You've seen some records broken? You've seen it. You've been in there.
Well, in order to do my job, the whole list, yes, I've had to dive straight in.
So you're saying you contributed to this, actually. How many would you say you contributed?
Well, just because I'm hands-on reporting doesn't mean I'm too hands-on.
Go on.
For the sake of my job, I'm not sure I should.
I'd like a number. I feel like you could guesstimate a number.
17.
Wow, that really is impressive. If there was a chart for who was who was leading this, you must be competitive at very least.
Yeah, did you manage, while you were in there, in the midst of the action, did you manage to get any quotes from anybody? I can see, there's not many people that seem to be conscious at this moment, but, maybe, before the exhaustion set in, they said something to you.
Oh, a lot of oohs and ahs.
How many?
34.
Exactly double your number. Interesting. That's fascinating.
Not that I'm counting.
Clearly not. This is actually banned in watch out. Yeah, no, look, there's definitely going to be video of this on the screen behind you there. Don't worry about it. This is actually banned in Beijing. Do you think part of this speed with which it happened this time around has anything to do with the ban from the previous games?
I think that they have tried their best to keep things under control, but I mean, whenever you've got people working out so much and testosterone and estrogen flowing everywhere, things are going to get crazy fast.
All right, wait, do you have a guess for the article and where you are?
Am I in the midst of a bunch of Olympic athletes having sex without condoms?
That is pretty close. I would say that's really, really close. If you had to guess the title of the article,
I saw something about there being a condom shortage or within like...
That's it. Cortina condom shortage. Athletes were given 10,000 free condoms. They disappeared in 3 days. I'd say that's full points for both of you. That was well done across the board.
I got to the Olympics pretty quick. I was like, oh man, I don't know the different Olympic events. Then the context clues of what was going on started to come in, so...
I just want one big mosaic blur behind you.
Man, 17 and 34, I don't know how I feel about that.
So we don't really have to minimize. I mean, I guess I will.
Yeah, no, not necessarily.
Should I leave that? I don't know if it's easier to leave that up or bring it up and down for this.
Oh, bring it up and down. Come on.
All right, editors, you got it.
I was trying to find another event-based one to get it similar, but I don't think that these are going to kind of be random. Since these are real news stories, it's going to just a little difficult. But this one actually might be tough. But I think it's going to go with it. So wait, I'm going to send you. I know, right? That's a weird one. Ready, everybody? All right, cue the music.
How much cocaine is in Nantucket sewage? A lot.
KT tape increases blood flow to help reduce pain. Because you can either give up or you can take up.
Nantucket sewage? A lot.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sir Snips-a-Lot, and I'm here to report you on some breaking news. I'm also joined by my co-host,
Inda, house tonight.
and we have our award-winning, Pulitzer Prize-winning, and also whatever the journalism one is, reporter out in the field, whose name escapes me, Terry Porter. Terry. I gotta ask, just because I feel like there's some legal ramifications for it. You haven't compromised yourself, have you?
No, I learned those lessons at journalism school. Never compromise my ethics, never compromise my sources, never compromise myself. Just out here reporting on, facts.
I got a follow-up here. Do we know exactly how much ended up there?
Scientists are saying anywhere between 10 and 10 million. My sense is it's kind of a lot.
Yeah, do you think you're at risk, though? The reason I ask is because obviously you're knee-deep in it right now, and given what we know about the circumstances, I just fear for you. I fear for you.
Yeah, I feel okay right now. They did tell me to bring, knee-high boots, which I did. If it gets any higher, I'm not covered. I don't think my jeans are going to do very much. I think if the level goes any higher, I'm going to be in a little bit of trouble, but it seems to be settling. It seems to calm me down. I think we're maybe at the peak. We're at the zenith right now. I think I'm okay.
Oh, zenith, good word. That's why you won the Pulitzer, man.
And another one.
I'm assuming a lot of police involvement, maybe FBI involvement in this?
Oh, sure. Sure, yeah, no, they called everyone. The paramedics are standing by. I think animal control is out here just to help manage any strays that come up. It's tough for everyone to get around, so they kind of all pick their spots, and we're all just sitting still till the level goes back down or when it starts to get cleared out. But everyone's here.
Strays, you say, strays. You're saying that the local wildlife is getting into the supply. And I've heard reports that crocodiles were emerging rather more active than usual. Is that something you're seeing?
Yes, I've seen that a little bit. I've heard reports. It's not just crocodiles. Any ground-based sort of animals definitely getting flushed out. And then, once they're out and about, they're sort of joining in. It's an attractive supply. I think it's really, once they realize what's happening, they can't keep their mouths off of it.
Do animals with a stronger sense of smell seem more effective?
No, not really. They're all pretty equally excited about just eating as much as they possibly can. I don't have a great sense of smell, so maybe I'm just not noticing. Maybe that's why they sent me.
For our listeners at home, can you give a 360 spin and just kind of give a general lay of the land? Maybe just give some description of what's going on.
So right here, and you can see it's pretty static. I'm almost on kind of like an island. If you look up here, you can see there's a lot of movement. There's a lot of downhill movement. It's sort of a flow. If you look over here, you can see the authorities attempted to erect a barrier, and it's starting to crest the barrier. They were thinking a double high wall would be enough to retain, but I think you could tell that convoy of police cars is pretty imminent danger right now of being overrun.
Our sponsor over at Grindr sent over a question. They wanted to know if women's restrooms were being focused on a bit more to make sure that women were being careful when powdering their noses.
Well, I think we all know the men's restrooms are the ones that really get dirty. I don't know if it's a cultural thing or if it's, but men don't take care of our spaces. We do what we got to do, and we leave it how we leave it. I think the women are just so much more respectful in general that theirs are sort of normal. There's nothing that crazy. It's like a different world for the women's restrooms. I can tell you that.
Well, it's just such a fascinating story because everyone's asking how did that much get in there? How? It's so far above the national average. It's about 4 to 5 times the national average.
I don't know who thought it would be a good idea to open the day with the spiciest chili contest, but I'm gonna guess that has something to do with it.
Do they suspect any kind of cartel involvement?
Not that I've heard. It's really hard to hear over the smell, if you know what I mean. None of the authorities have officially put in that direction. It could be out of fear. Can't rule that out. But right now, no, this is really more of a grassroots type of origination.
Other up-and-coming, low-life members of society have taken to repackaging what they have been able to scavenge from the outskirts of the overflow, and they have been selling it on the street. I think they've been calling it the brown, but they want to put it out there, try to make a buck. Is that what you're seeing too, or is this just internet rumors?
It's a little bit of rumors. I think maybe blowing it out of proportion. There definitely are some people who are leveraging the chili cook-off and the future chili-themed events that are scheduled and trying to sort of, make it seem like they're part of that. They're selling the brown that's related to the event. It's not very much different from bootleg merchandise outside of concerts or sporting events, but I don't think that's any more prominent than you'd see in any other big sort of event,
Oh, sorry, this is correct, just so correction. I said the brown, I misread it there. The street name is brown sugar. I'm sorry, that's just a small correction. No.
That makes more sense.
Is there any concern after processing that, things aren't as clean as we hope they'll be?
Nothing is ever going to be clean here again. Chemically, scientifically, yes. I think that we have the technology to clean everything. But if you were here experiencing what I'm experiencing, I think you'll never be able to look at any of these affected areas the same way. It's just really going to have a lasting impact.
Yeah, you know what they say about that city? Just fuck it.
Man, fuck it. I've been saying that a lot the whole time I've been here. Very astute observation from the studio. Thank you.
That's over. Hold on, I'm getting an urgent. Hold on, I'm getting a message. from our R&D department. Do you think that any of the police are in on it?
I don't have any actual evidence, but don't they usually, take a little on the side?
Have you?
Look, if my boots accidentally fill up with a little bit of overflow, I don't know who's going to be able to tell me that's anything but an accident. But no, I certainly, like I said at the beginning, I would never compromise my ethics, my journalistic integrity, or myself. And I'm not compromised.
I apologize for questioning. I apologize, man. Fuck it. I just, that's on me.
Are you ready to make a guess? Or we ask more questions, Bob?
Can you possibly guess this?
I keep asking. I just don't know if your answers are starting to hit that maybe you know.
Is there a record amount of sewage on Nantucket Island which is overflowing their sewage system?
You're so close. Let me give you one more clue. Oh, you got a little stuff around your nose there, Bob. You got some kind of... clean that off,
Is there a record amount of cocaine?
It changes every day. That's why Tampax has 5 absorbencies to match. What's your combo? What is Spectrum Internet? It's invincible Wi-Fi that stays on when the power doesn't.
clean that off,
Is there a record amount of cocaine? Spilling out of a boat into the water supply?
No, go back to what you were before. Everything you said before is correct.
Record amount of cocaine in the sewage? In Nantucket Island?
Yes!
Wait, but what is the news?
Wait, that's the story. The story is how much cocaine is in Nantucket sewage? A lot. There is a record amount of cocaine by a margin of about 4 to 5 times the national or regional average in Nantucket's wastewater.
That feels a lot better about I was like, man, powder your nose is too on the nose too much.
Yeah, no. It was all very, very good. You got the sewage pretty much.
It was just really hard to connect the sewage to the cocaine, so yeah. Does that mean it's getting flushed? Or you don't shit out cocaine when you, use it, do you?
I think they're trying to figure that out. They don't know why there's so much cocaine.
That is the strange thing. It's actually lower than the average for fentanyl, methamphetamine, and whatever xylazine is. Nicotine's about the average, but for some reason, cocaine spikes in Nantucket.
You're right, Mark. That was a really weird one.
That was a weird one.
That's why I was like, okay, that's why you keep... Okay, that makes sense. That's why you kept saying no to my cartel and police questions.
Alright, okay. Are we ready to swap?
Oh, yeah.
Bob, I'm sending you, and, you could, if you think...
Oh, no, wait.
That doesn't bode well for me, does it?
Bob, I'll give you a chance to skim the article. Refamiliarize yourself.
Is it weird I found it a lot harder asking the questions than I did being on this side?
It's tough. Both sides. Oh, I didn't score that one. Yeah, I'm sorry. I think the questions were good. I believe that one was a tougher one, so it's hard for me to deduct anything from either. Bob, you definitely get 3 out of 3 for your guess, because shit, that was great. I feel like my questions were bad, but I don't think that reflects poorly on the grade.
Oh, really? I thought mine were. I was like, oh, man, powder your...
I mean, I don't know. I'll deduct the point if you want, if you think it's fair.
No. I mean, let's not be crazy.
I had some good, diverting it towards cocaine. I thought that was pretty good.
I did try to bring the drug up, but then it was hard to do without being direct. It's really hard to hit something hard without being too direct with it.
Yeah, let's try this one.
It's hard to think of a newscaster name that's not just stealing directly from Colin Mockery. Every time I'm like, oh, what are some fun... Oh, wait, he did that one.
Ready? Cue the music!
Elon Musk. A history of the Roman salute.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Smallisticus, and I'm here to bring you nightly news. I'm joined by my co-host.
Yes, I'm Shares What Happened, and I'm here to tell you what happened.
We have our ace reporter out in the field. Oh, wait, no. Our ace reporter was out sick. We have our backup reporter out in the field. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with your name.
Faye King.
All right, Faye. Mr. King, whatever you prefer. All right, Faye. I'm gonna call you Faye. What? It just happened. It's been kind of crazy over here. 1 minute things were calm, next minute, Faye, Shaker, is that what smacked the hair off the top of your head, or? Well, no, I've been bald for quite a while, but it could have. It definitely could have. Yeah, I was seeing the slow-mo of when it was happening. I was watching it over and over again, just, my jaw on the floor. But I barely noticed you. When it came by, it was right across your head. Yeah, it got a lot closer than I think a lot of us would have liked. Now, I know this is your job to cover a lot of stuff like this. I think the audience was really riled up. It was a strong emotional reaction to what happened. Did you feel a similar emotional reaction? What did you get? What sort of sense did you get? Yeah. How did you feel about this? A bit of excitement, a bit of fear, a lot of confusion. Yeah, but which way you leaning? Left, right. Oh, away. I'm leaning away. Good answer. Was it just the one time? As far as I know, it was. But my heart was racing so much after that time that if it happened again, I might have still been in a daze. Heart racing because you were happy. Heart racing because you were. I think you can tell. Oh, yeah, no, we can tell. I think I know what you're thinking. I do have to ask, though, this really harkened back to something that I think about every day. Do you have any thoughts on the historical connections here? Well, now that you ask it that way, I'll have to think about it, but this does seem connected. It does. In what way? Historically. Fascinating. I am getting an update from our producer, actually, that academics are coming out and saying that it's not as historically connected as other people might like to think. Are you hearing any discourse on that where you are? Are people disagreeing, or is everyone pretty much on the same page? There's one thing that I know is a constant that people will never all agree. There's been a lot of discussion, argument, and disagreement, but I think the true answer is obvious to those of us in the know. All I can say is from corroborating reports, there was a lot of people that were jumping around like a dipshit after and before, but that doesn't pertain exactly to the events at hand, and that's all circumstantial. So I do have to ask. I know you're sort of pinned in where you are. Maybe there's a lot of activity. Would it be possible for you to roam around at all? I can try getting into it a little bit, but yeah, if you wouldn't mind roaming, I'd really appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, I can roam a little bit, but it is very tight. There's a lot going on around me. The energy levels are high. Well, there's not much left to get smacked off, so, gotta be careful. I don't know if he'll talk directly to you. Could you ask him maybe if anything touched him that caused him to behave that way? I can try. You guys think I'm in any danger? Is it safe to approach to ask that kind of question? It looks like it's winding down there, so... No, that's okay. You know what? I think you'll be able to find him on social media later anyway. A lot of this will play out on a site formerly known as Twitter. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. In other news, as we jump over to our next segment in musical news, the hit song "My Heart Will Go On" is reaching back up into the top 100. Oh man, what a resurgence! Oh man. A blast from the past, much like this. Oh, late '90s had a lot of good hits. My Heart Will Go On, definitely among them. Great song, yeah. I send mine out all the time. Great. Wait, do you know? I don't have a fucking clue. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I thought you were getting it. Oh, I thought you had it. I really thought you had it. I know you haven't covered a lot of political events. Some might argue this is not exactly a political rally per se. Do you have any sense of if the excitement here is partisan? If it's any from any particular party, or if it's sort of, just pro-American? Well, based on the specific amounts of waving you have to do to get people's attention, based on the musical selection, I think it pretty much goes without saying which way this one leans. Yeah, I hear you. Hey. Sure. Yep. Do you need a second for your eye? Yeah, I've completely lost the contact lens in my eyelid somewhere, so I can only see out of one eye, which makes it hard to know which way they're coming from. I know. All right, I'll give you another hint. Hopefully you finish this up. Some people even wonder why he was there in the first place. He doesn't really have a role. Everything else is just, kind of a meme. You know what I mean? Kind of a meme in being there. It is, and a lot of people have been kind of saying,
people like him should stay out of politics and leave it to the politicians.
You know it's bad when citizens are saying, man, I wish we had more politicians and less of this guy.
Yes, and you know, now that things have settled down and I've had a moment to catch my breath, I think it's all kind of come together. We're realizing that, well, we should let Mr. Musk lie for a while, right?
Yes, we should. I'll call that.
But what's the headline?
So before I give you the headline, let me tell you through the weird amounts of thought I had. First, I was like, I'm at some kind of air show. Something swooped low and took my hair. And I don't remember where I went after that. At one point, I was like, it's Elmo from Twitter, the Elmo account. And then, I'm not going to lie, 1996 Titanic threw me way the fuck off.
My heart will go on from Titanic. I didn't make...
Yeah, for some reason, I went to the movie Titanic, and I was like, the big hit from Titanic. Where am I, and what's going on? I don't know what the hell the article title is about, if I'm being honest.
It's a strange title.
Elon Musk snatches people's hair in attempt to make sure his children are genetically perfect.
That's a good title. There was only sidelong references like, everywhere you roam, you're roaming.
Oh, there was a lot of roaming. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I don't know what happened to Musk, and I'm not gonna lie, the one eye is really fucking with me.
That's fine. We'll wrap it up. It's Elon Musk and the history of the, quote, Roman salute. All right, go take care of your eye.
Yeah, I'll be right back. So I'm sorry, that's driving me nuts.
I think I'm going to give everyone 2 out of 3, but just because it was a tough one, we were dancing around it almost intentionally to the detriment, but also I feel like some clues that were pretty good didn't land, so I think 2 out of 3 for everybody.
No, that's fair. In hindsight, a lot of it made sense. That's just, I think I picked up on the wrong parts of some of the clues you guys were given, and I was like hanging on to them. I thought there was an airplane involved for the longest time with the swooping low thing.
I realized what I should have done is I was like, it almost went right over here. Like, I should have done that.
Yeah.
That would have been a much better clue, so that's my bad.
Well, I couldn't have seen you.
You're right, because we had you going down there. You're right.
Yeah, any kind of physical clue you guys gave me, I wouldn't have been able to see.
I think I thought about the minimizing because I was going to share the screen of the article, but I realized soon that the editor can put that in. But just for fairness, we'll keep it down for this one as well. All right, so this is a super weird one, kind of. So this might be really tough, but I also think it could be pretty funny.
What am I reading?
I know.
Buddy boy, Mark, how are we asking these questions? I
don't know. I think
I'm excited, but how are we asking these questions?
I think the benefit here is that we can be as direct as we want because it's such a strange one, so we don't have to dance around it too much.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. All right. I'll do my best. I will do my best. Bob, you got this, man. No worries. This is easy.
It's so easy, man. All right. Here we go. Cue the music.
Jesus was a psychedelic mushroom, a controversial theory suggests. Could it reshape Christianity forever?
Dove Beauty Bar does far more than clean.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host. I'm a Tripping Balls, here to give you some breaking news, and I'm joined by my co-host,
Earfo Mope.
Yes, and we are both here with breaking news, groundbreaking news that might shake up the entire foundation of the world as we know it. And the only person that we have is our ace reporter, who's out in the field joining us live.
Yes, that's right. I'm here. Tech's going on here in the field, bringing you live coverage of this event. And I'm just happy to be back on the air after last time.
Yeah, it was pretty disgraceful what happened last time.
It was.
So this is obviously a huge ordeal. Are there people that are in denial? Are they accepting what's going on out there? This news is big.
It's huge. I think people are struggling to come to grips with it. I don't think when it's all said and done that anyone's going to be able to deny what we all saw here today.
Has it been hard keeping your balance with everyone tripping around you?
Oh, I have pretty good balance, but it has been tough. Grabbing on to the side of the news van kind of helped. Consider climbing up on top to get above everything, but that didn't feel necessary quite yet. Maybe that'll be my next move if I feel like I'm having trouble keeping my feet.
Do you think that this could all come down to a translation error? I mean, a couple thousand years, that's a long time, you know. Words can get lost or mixed.
You know, I've never really trusted Google Translate. I think you lose a lot when you go back and forth, and let alone if people are translating things like this. Who knows? It's probably just whatever the last person who translated it wanted it to be. You know what I mean?
So what do you think? Do you think fun guy or not?
Way more of a fun guy than you might think.
You know, this would explain a lot. It would explain a whole lot. You know, I never bought the whole making more fish thing. That never gelled with me. It would make a lot more sense if it was these circumstances that we're seeing.
It's a tough story to believe, but I think if you really listen with your heart, you could just go along and sort of accept it, you know?
Kind of ironic that people are being so cross with each other about this topic.
It is, but, you know, that's the nature of the beast. You don't get to have a secret club with the gates and the guy guarding it and all this stuff without it feeling a little exclusive. And, you know, for better or for worse, I think the people on the inside know that they have one up on everyone else, right? They have maybe the high ground, you could say.
Well, I mean, I've heard this before. Not that I've partaken myself. I have, many times. I've done what's called a heroic dose, and let me tell you, it felt like I died and came back.
Yeah, it does feel like that. That makes sense. You know, we talked about last time I was on air, I do want to say that might have something to do with this. It was a harrowing event, and I regret what I said, but I don't regret the experience.
So have people been shit-talking him, or have they been nice about it?
Some shit-talking, some chanterelling. It's kind of all over the place. Some people probably want to participate, got a little psyched out.
Definitely. And I think that is happening now. It's echoing into the future here where people's belief systems are being upended. You know, some people take this quite personally. Are you seeing, you know, maybe some instigations of going a little too deep?
Oh, definitely. If there's ever been a place where I felt like the Reddit comment section flooded with "it's not that deep, bro," it would be here. People are going all in. Whatever they had stashed away, they are burning through it all right now, just trying to take advantage of the moment and comprehend what's happening, you know?
We'd heard blood, flesh, but I'm not sure what the most recent term is for consumption.
Tears, actually. Sort of doesn't make sense, but it's thematic if you think the way that I'm thinking right now. And maybe if you shiitake yourself a little bit.
And if you think about it, if you tie this in and look at it from this perspective, it all kind of makes sense, you know? Eat the body, a drink of the blood. It all ties in with this prevailing theory, doesn't it?
It does. You know, I've been thinking of this myself for a while. Just so happened to be aside to cover this as a news story, but it really does make sense. You know, if you look at the numbers, you know, a pie, you know, a perfect circle, there's a way you can see it where it all makes sense.
Do you think future artwork will portray him with a cap?
And a huge dick.
I mean, we all know this to be true. I mean, the similarities between the two, it's just undeniable. It looks like that. That's not my question. Do you think, though, this will lead to more believers, or will it be less believers?
It's definitely going to lead to more believers. Whether they're right or wrong, you know, it's not for me to judge. He's going to take care of that. But no chance this leads to anything but more believers.
No concern about a fear of more cult-like behaviors.
You know what I always say about cults? It's nothing to be afraid of as long as you're on the inside.
Right you are. Do you have any idea where you are?
Is someone high on shrooms claiming to be Jesus?
That is shockingly close.
That's pretty close.
Oh, if you had to take that more literally.
Is mushroom Jesus getting people high with his psychedelic flesh?
I'd say that is so close, I'm going to give it to you there.
I'd give that one.
This title is Jesus Was a Psychedelic Mushroom, a controversial theory suggests. Could it reshape Christianity forever? I am very impressed. Both of you did a great job on that. So honestly, I give you both full marks, and what that means is that you both got the exact same points throughout the whole thing.
All right, perfect.
So we're gonna wrap it up there. That was well done, guys. Very funny. Really, really clever boys. But the points are the dictator of who is the true winner. Bob, you got a point for Ocean of Hair, and then musical release. And then you got 3 out of 3, 3 out of 3, 2 out of 3, 3 out of 3, which puts you at a whopping 13 points. Wade, you got the segue point. You got Things Get Tough, and then Rough Night's Sleep. And then you got 3 out of 3, 3 out of 3, 2 out of 3, 3 out of 3, with puts you at 14 points. Going into the bonus round, you have 1 up on Bob.
All right. Well, I guess we should spin the wheel, and I'm sure that chance will fall in my favor this time.
Of course it will.
He says, winningly. Also, do you have your submission for the wheel, Mark?
Oh, and 3. We haven't actually had a 3 in a bit. Let's see. What could we do? Offended the most people.
Guess that has something to do with it?
Do they suspect any kind of cartel involvement?
Not that I've heard. It's really hard to hear over the smell, if you know what I mean. None of the authorities have officially pointed in that direction. It could be out of fear. Can't rule that out. But right now, no, this is really more of a grassroots type of origination.
Now, we've heard rumors here in the studio that other up-and-coming, low-life members of society have taken to repackaging what they have been able to scavenge from the outskirts of the overflow, and they have been selling it on the streets. And I think they've been calling it the brown, but, you know, they want to put it out there, you know, try to make a buck. Is that what you're seeing, too, or is this just internet rumors?
It's a little bit of rumors. I think maybe blowing it out of proportion. There definitely are some people who are leveraging the chili cook-offs and the future chili-themed events that are scheduled and trying to sort of, you know, make it seem like they're part of that. You know, they're selling the brown that's related to the event. You know, it's not very much different from bootleg merchandise outside of concerts or sporting events, but I don't think that's any more prominent than you see in any other big sort of event. You know?
Sorry, just correction, silk. I said the brown. I misread it there. The street name is brown sugar.
I guess that's
I'm sorry, that's correction. That makes more sense.
Is there any concern after processing that you know, things aren't as clean as we hope they'll be?
Nothing is ever going to be clean here again. Chemically, scientifically, yes. I think that we have the technology to clean everything. But if you were here experiencing what I'm experiencing, I think you'll never be able to look at any of these affected areas the same way. It's just really going to have a lasting impact.
Yeah, you know what they say about that city? Just fuck it.
Man, fuck it. I've been saying that a lot the whole time I've been here. It's very astute observation from the studio. Thank you.
That's what we're
$12 million.
Hold on, I'm getting an urgent. From our department. Do you think that any of the police are in on it?
I don't have any actual evidence, but don't they usually,
Okay,
Look, if my boots accidentally fill up with a little bit of overflow, I don't know who's going to be able to tell me that's anything but an accident.
Appreciate
But no, I certainly, like I said at the beginning, I would never compromise my ethics, my journalistic integrity, or myself, and I'm not compromised.
I apologize for questioning. I apologize, man. Man, fuck it. I just, that's on me.
Are you ready to make a guess? Or we ask more questions, Bob?
Can you possibly guess this?
I keep asking. I just don't know if
Your answers are starting to hit that maybe you know.
Is there a record amount of sewage on Nantucket Island which is overflowing their sewage system?
You are so close. Let me give you one more clue. Oh, you got a little stuff around your nose there, Bob. You got some kind of clean that off.
Is there a record amount of cocaine spilling out of a boat into the water supply?
Everything you said before was correct.
A record amount of cocaine in the sewage? In Nantucket Island?
Yes!
Wait,
Yeah,
what is the
pretty
news? Wait,
That's the story. The story is how much cocaine is in Nantucket sewage? A lot. There is a record amount of cocaine by a margin of about 4 to 5 times the national or regional average in Nantucket's wastewater.
that feels a lot better about I was like, man, powder your nose is too on the nose, too
I
much.
have
No. It was all very, very good. You got the sewage pretty much.
It was just really hard to connect the sewage to the cocaine, so yeah. Does that mean it's getting flushed? Or you don't shit out cocaine when you, use it, do you? I think they're trying to figure that out. They don't know why there's so much cocaine.
That is the strange thing. It's actually lower than the average for fentanyl, methamphetamine, and whatever xylazine is. Nicotine's about the average, but for some reason, cocaine spikes in Nantucket.
You're right, Mark. That was a really weird one.
That was a weird one.
That's why I was like, okay, that's why you keep, okay, that makes sense. That's why you kept saying no to my cartel and police questions.
What we are trying to do is basically find his crew and start here. And
Some police questions. Oh.
Alright, okay. Are we ready to swap?
Oh, damn.
Bob, I'm sending you, and, you could, if you think...
Oh, no, wait. that doesn't bode well for me, does it?
Bob, I'll give you a chance to skim the, refamiliarize yourself.
Is it weird I found it a lot harder asking the questions than I did being on this side?
It's tough, both sides. Oh, I didn't score that one. Yeah, so I think the questions were good. I believe that one was a tougher one, so it's hard for me to deduct anything from either. Bob, you definitely get 3 out of 3 for your guess, because that was great. I feel like my questions were bad, but I don't think that reflects poorly on you.
Oh, really? I thought mine were. I was like, man, powder your... Well, maybe, I don't know.
Point if you want, if you think it's fair.
No. I mean, let's not be crazy.
I thought you had some good, diverting it towards cocaine. I thought that was pretty good.
I did try to bring the drug up, and then that was hard to do without being direct. It's really hard to hit something hard without being too direct with it.
All right, let's try this one.
It's hard to think of a newscaster name that's not just stealing directly from Colin Mockery. Every time I'm like, oh, what are some fun? Oh, wait, he did that one.
Ready?
Cue the music.
Elon Musk, and the history of the Roman salute.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Smallest Dickus, and I'm here to bring you the nightly news. I'm joined by my co-host.
Yes, here's what happened. And I'm here to tell you what happened.
We have our ace reporter out in the field. Oh, wait, no. Oh, our ace reporter was out sick. We have our backup reporter out in the field. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with your name.
Faye King.
Faye? Mr. King? What do you prefer? All right, Faye. I'm gonna call you Faye. What? It just happened.
It's been kind of crazy over here. 1 minute things were solved, next minute.
Faye, Shagger, is that what smacked the hair off your head?
Well, no, I've been bald for quite a while, but it could have.
Yeah, I was seeing the slow-mo when it was happening. I was watching it over and over again. I don't know. I clearly noticed you. When it came by, it was right across your head.
Yeah, it's a lot closer than I think. Now, I know this is your job to cover a lot of stuff like this. It's really riled up. It's a strong emotional reaction to what happened. Did you feel a similar emotional reaction? What did you get? What sort of sense did you get?
Yeah. How do you feel about this?
A bit of excitement, a bit of fear, a lot of confusion.
Which way you lean it? You know, left, right.
Away.
Lean away. Good answer. Was it just the one time?
As far as I know, it was. But if it happened again, I would have still been in a daze.
Heart racing because you were happy. Heart racing because you were.
I think you can tell. Oh, yeah, no, we can tell. I think I know what you're thinking. I do have to ask, though. Every day. Do you have any thoughts on the historical connections here? Well, now that you ask it that way, I'll have to think about it. But, this does seem connected. It does.
In what way?
Historically. I am getting an update from our producer, actually, that academics are coming out and saying that it's not as historically connected as other people might like to think. Are you hearing any discourse on that where you are? Are people disagreeing, or is everyone pretty much on the same page? There's one thing that I know is a constant, that people will never all agree. There's been a lot of discussion, argument, and disagreement, but I think the true answer is obvious to those of us in the know.
I mean, all I can say is from corroborating reports, there was a lot of people that were jumping around like a dipshit after and before, but that doesn't pertain exactly to the events at hand, and that's all circumstantial. So
I do have to ask. I know you're sort of pinned in where you are. Maybe there's a lot of activity. Would it be possible for you to roam around at all? I could try getting into it a little bit, but yeah, if you wouldn't mind roaming, I'd really appreciate that. Yeah, I can roam a little bit, but it is very tight. There's a lot going on around me. Energy levels are back off, so gotta be careful. I don't know if he'll talk directly to you. Could you ask him maybe if anything touched him that caused him to behave that way? I can try. You guys think I'm in any danger? Is it safe to approach to ask that kind of question?
I mean, it looks like it's winding down there, so.
No, that's okay. You know what? I think you'll be able to find him on social media later anyway. A lot of this will play out on, say, formerly Twitter. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense.
In other news, as we jump over to our next segment in musical news, the hit song "My Heart Will Go On" is reaching back up into the top 100. Oh man, what a resurgence! Oh man, a blast from the past, much like this.
Oh, late '90s. I had a lot of good hits. My Heart Will Go On. Definitely among them. Great song. Yeah, I said mine out all the time. Great.
Where did you know?
That's a lie. Oh, I thought you were getting it. Political events. Some might argue this is not exactly a political rally per se. Do you have any sense of if the excitement here is partisan, if any from any particular party, or if it's sort of just pro-American?
Well, based on the specific amounts of waving you have to do to get people's attention, based on the musical selection, I think it pretty much goes without saying which way this will lead. Yeah, I hear you. Hey. Yeah. You need a second for your eye.
Yeah, I couldn't watch the contact lens in my eyelid somewhere, so I always get one eye. I just don't know which way they're coming from.
I know. All right, I'll give you another hint. Hopefully we finish this up. Some people even wonder why he was there in the first place. I mean, he doesn't really have a role. Everything else is just,
It is, and a lot of people have been kind of saying people like him should stay out of politics and leave it to the politicians.
You know it's bad when citizens are saying, man, I wish we had more politicians and less of this guy.
Yes, and you know, now that things have settled down and I've had a moment to catch my breath, I think it's all kind of come together. We're realizing that we should let Mr. Musk lie for a while, right?
Yes, we should.
So what's the headline? So before I give you the headline, let me tell you through the weird amount of thought I had. First, I was like, I'm at some kind of air show. Something swooped low and took my hair. And I don't remember where I went after that. At one point, I was like, it's Elmo from Twitter, the Elmo account. And then, I'm not going to lie, 1996 Titanic threw me way the fuck off.
Titanic. Oh, my heart will go on from Titanic. I didn't think.
Yeah, for some reason, I went to this movie Titanic, and I was like, big hit from Titanic. Where am I, and what the... I don't know what the hell the article title is about, if I'm being honest.
It's a strange title.
Elon Musk snatches people's hair in attempt to make sure his children are genetically perfect.
That's a good title. There was only sidelong references like, everywhere you roam, you're...
Oh, there was a lot of roaming. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. What happened to Musk? And I'm not gonna lie, the one eye is really fucking with me.
That's fine. We'll wrap it up. It's Elon Musk and the history of the, quote, Roman salute. All right, go take care of your eye.
Yeah, I'll be right back. So I'm sorry, that's driving me nuts.
I think I'm going to give everyone 2 out of 3, but just because it was a tough one, we were dancing around it almost intentionally to the detriment, but also I feel like some clues that were pretty good didn't land, so I think 2 out of 3 for everybody else.
No, that's fair. In hindsight, a lot of it made sense. That's just, I think I picked up on the wrong parts of some of the clues you guys were given, and I was like hanging on to them. I thought there was an airplane involved for the longest time with the swooping low thing.
I realized what I should have done is I was like, it almost went right over here. I'm like, I should have done that.
Yeah.
That would have been a much better clue for listening to that.
Well, I couldn't have seen you.
You're right, because we had you go.
Yeah, any kind of physical clue you guys gave me, I wouldn't have been able to see.
I think I thought about the minimizing because I was going to share the screen of the article, but I realized soon that the editor can put that in. But just for fairness, we'll keep it down for this one as well. All right, so this is a super weird one, kind of. So this might be really tough, but I also think it could be pretty funny.
What am I reading?
I know.
Buddy boy, Mark, how are we asking these questions?
I don't know. I think
I'm excited, but how are we asking these questions?
I think the benefit here is that we can be as direct as we want because this is such a strange one, so we don't have to dance around it too much.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. All right. I'll do my best. I will do my best. Bob, you got this, man. No worries. This is easy.
It's so easy, man. All right, here we go. Cue the music.
Jesus was a psychedelic mushroom. A controversial theory suggests could it reshape Christianity forever.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host. I'm a Urban Gold, here to give you some breaking news, and I'm joined by my co-host,
Earphone Mope.
Yes, and we are both here with breaking news, groundbreaking news that might shake up the entire foundation of the world as we know it. And the only person that we have is our ace reporter, who's out in the field joining us live.
Yes, that's right. I'm here. Tech's going on here in the field, bringing you live coverage of this event. And I'm just happy to be back on the air after last time.
Yeah, it was pretty disgraceful what happened last time.
It was.
So, this is obviously a huge ordeal. Are there people that are in denial? Are they accepting what's going on out there? This news is big.
Huge. I think people are struggling to come to grips with it. I don't think, when it's all said and done, that anyone's going to be able to deny what we all saw here today.
Has it been hard keeping your balance with everyone tripping around you?
Oh, I have pretty good balance, but it has been tough. Grabbing on to the side of the news van kind of helped. Consider climbing up on top to get above everything, but that didn't feel necessary quite yet. Maybe that'll be my next move if I feel like I'm having trouble keeping my feet.
Do you think that this could all come down to a translation error? I mean, a couple thousand years, that's a long time, you know. Words can get lost or mixed.
You know, I've never really trusted Google Translate. I think you lose a lot when you go back and forth, and let alone if people are translating things like this. Who knows? It's probably just whatever the last person who translated it wanted it to be. You know what I mean?
So what do you think? Do you think fun guy or not?
Way more of a fun guy than you might think.
You know, this would explain a lot. It would explain a whole lot. You know, I never bought the whole making more fish thing. That never gelled with me. It would make a lot more sense if it was these circumstances that we're seeing.
It's a tough story to believe, but I think if you really listen with your heart, you could just go along and sort of accept it, you know?
Kind of ironic that people are being so cross with each other about this topic.
It is, but, you know, that's the nature of the beast. You don't get to have a secret club with the gates and the guy guarding it and all this stuff without it feeling a little exclusive. And, you know, for better or for worse, I think the people on the inside know that they have one up on everyone else, right? They have the high ground, you could say.
Well, I mean, I've heard this before. Not that I've partaken myself. I have, many times. I've done what's called a heroic dose, and let me tell you, it felt like I died and came back.
Yeah, it does feel like that. That makes sense. You know, we talked about last time I was on air, I do want to say, that might have something to do with this. It was a harrowing event, and I regret what I said, but I don't regret the experience.
So have people been shit-talking him, or have they been nice about it?
Some shit-talking, some chanterelling. It's kind of all over the place. Some people probably want to participate, got a little psyched out.
Definitely. And I think that is happening now. It's echoing into the future here where people's belief systems are being upended. You know, some people take this quite personally. Are you seeing, you know, maybe some instigations of going a little too deep?
Oh, definitely. If there's ever been a place where I felt like the Reddit comment section flooded with "it's not that deep, bro," it would be here. People are going all in. Whatever they had stashed away, they are burning through it all right now, just trying to take advantage of the moment and comprehend what's happening, you know?
We'd heard blood, flesh, but I'm not sure what the most recent term is for consumption.
Tears, actually. Sort of doesn't make sense, but it's thematic if you think the way that I'm thinking right now. And maybe if you shiitake yourself a little bit.
If you think about it, if you tie this in and look at it from this perspective, it all kind of makes sense, you know? Eat the body, a drink of the blood. It all ties in with this prevailing theory, doesn't it?
It does. You know, I've been thinking of this myself for a while. Just so happened to be a side to cover this as a news story, but it really does make sense. You know, if you look at the numbers, you know, a pie, you know, a perfect circle, there's a way you can see it where it all makes sense.
Do you think future artwork will portray him with a cap?
And a huge dick.
I mean, we all know this to be true. I mean, the similarities between the two, it's just undeniable. It looks like that. That's not my question. Liz, do you think, though, this will lead to more believers, or will it be less believers?
It's definitely going to lead to more believers. Whether they're right or wrong, you know, it's not for me to judge. He's going to take care of that. But no chance this leads to anything but more believers.
No concern about a fear of more cult-like behaviors.
You know what I always say about cults? Something to be afraid of as long as you're on the inside.
Right you are. Do you have any idea where you are?
Is someone high on shrooms claiming to be Jesus?
That is shockingly close.
That's pretty close.
So if you had to take that more literally...
Is Mushroom Jesus getting people high with his psychedelic flesh?
I'd say that is so close, I'm going to give it to you there. I'd give that one. This title is Jesus Was a Psychedelic Mushroom, a controversial theory suggests. Could it reshape Christianity forever? I am very impressed. Both of you did a great job on that. So honestly, I give you both full marks. And what that means is that you both got the exact same points throughout the whole thing.
All right, perfect.
So we're going to wrap it up there. That was well done, guys. Very funny. Really, really clever boys. But the points are the dictator of who is the true winner. So you got a point for Ocean Pair and then musical release. And then you got 3 out of 3, 3 out of 3, 2 out of 3, 3 out of 3, which puts you at a whopping 13 points. Wait, you got the segue point, you got Things Get Tough, and then Rough Night's Sleep. And then you got 3 out of 3, 3 out of 3, 2 out of 3, 3 out of 3, which puts you at 14 points. Going into the bonus round, you have 1 up on Bob.
All right. Well, I guess we should spin the wheel, and I'm sure the chance will fall in my favor this time.
Of course it will.
He says, winningly. Also, do you have your submission for the wheel, Mark?
Oh, and 3. We haven't actually had a 3 in a bit. Let's see, what could we do? Offended the most people in the audience.
Sure. I think that's going to be tough to judge on this one, but I still love how the wheel is getting increasingly out of frame on this. I don't think this app is meant to go this far.
Perfectly round and fine.
All right, 3 minutes. Here we go. Spin up. Yours.
Between competitors, it's me.
It's Wade. Wade is half an inch shorter. That gives him the +1 shortest point.
That's a rather inauspicious start for me, but I'll take it. Spin number 2.
Still could be yours.
Most distracted.
Pretty locked in.
I mean, I was very locked in. I would say the only thing my contact lens, distraction is Wade had the contact thing.
That is a good point. That was literally distracting him. That's a contact point or distracted.
All right, gotta avoid golf rules and sudden death.
That's going to be tough to come back from, tell you that.
And host wins. I think there's 3 options here that could screw me. That's it.
Well, we've never had that happen before.
No, what are the odds of some chaos right at the end of a spinning victory?
Also, sudden death could happen.
And it's half a point for Wade.
All right, sweeping.
With a crushing victory, 16.5 to 13. Wade takes the crown. Wade, congratulations. Would you like to give your winner's speech? Whose heart does your heart go out to?
Oh, my heart goes out to you, Mark. Thank you for hosting such a beautiful episode. And definitely not having me have a green screen up to do some questionable things that could be used against me later. Very excited. Editors,
And Bob.
You know, it feels good to make the podium either way. I'm not going home with the gold today, but it's hard to complain too much. When you said that today's episode was a bit that Wade basically does by choice because he likes it and generally kills us when he does the bit, I was like, well, guess I'll just participate. But I honestly had a fun time and it was pretty fun. I expected to lose, so I guess my expectations were accurate.
Can't be disappointed. Failure, that's right.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm teaching James.
Thank you at home, everybody, so much. You can go and check out our merch at store.distractable. No, sorry, I did it wrong. Distractable. Dasha! I know what I'm doing. The Valentine's merch obviously is coming to a close, and most of it's sold out. The next drop will be coming soon, which will have some generic designs, maybe even bringing back some things that people missed out on before, and we will see everyone there. This has been Meisker, Bob, Lord Minion 777, Minion 777, Wade, Mark, me, and you have been the viewer and or listener. And listeners, look. No, you can't. Listeners, listen. We still love you.
Listeners, look. Look at you. Look.
Look at me. Howard. Have a lovely day, all podcast stuff here. Podcast out.
Watch new episodes on Spotify.
This episode of Distractable is brought to you by Doom, the Dark Ages. id Software presents Doom: The Dark Ages, a dark fantasy sci-fi experience that brings epic combat and over-the-top visuals to the legendary Doom franchise. Dominate demon-infested battlefields with devastating weapons, soar on a mecha dragon, and witness the creation of a legend as the Slayer takes on hell itself. Doom: The Dark Ages available now on Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and PC.
Good evening, gentle listeners, all watchers, and welcome to Distractable. This episode, one-eyed Wade loses his beaver, goes blue with envy, tosses terribly, and flosses with the feathers. Basement Bob's baby thumps and flushes hard. He then sends him skyward and goes west side. Manacled Mark has had guilt, gets wet with Houdini. He finds a handy and starts a sing-along. From witness protection to snatch synonyms. It's time for Peekaboo. Now sit back and prepare to be distracted and enjoy the show.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Distractable. I'm today's host, Wade, because I finally won again. I say the word finally because I don't remember the last time I won. It could have been 2 in a row. I might have hosted and given myself the win. Can't remember, but I feel like it's been a while. Therefore, good job, me. I don't know why, but I thought you were doing a bit. I thought you said that the way Colin Mockery says his news reporter things. You were like, I'm your host, Wade, because I won again. Wait a second, and I'll tell you. Wade, that's the wrong hole. Lars, pants on bars. Anyway, sorry, my mic was exploded because I thought you did it. I was like, I don't understand. You're good. I was about to give you permission to talk anyway, so it's fine that you did. Hi, Bob.
Hi. Do I have permission to talk?
Sure. Well, this is a show where one of us hosts, the other two compete for points. Whoever has the most gets to host the next episode. That's why I'm here right now. And these two will be competing today. But as always, we usually start by catching up. And we actually haven't gotten to talk to the three of us in a while. So, how's life? What's new? Mark, you're once again hiding in witness protection somewhere.
Well, yeah, they keep moving me. People keep finding me. I don't know what to do. And I can't just wake up every morning, go out of my work, go, hello, everybody. People find me.
Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier, and welcome back to my house. Can't imagine why they keep finding me. I'm just surprised they haven't kicked you out yet. They must really love you down there in witness protection.
Don't know what crime I'm going to confess about, but...
Usually you're protected from ratting out someone else that committed the crime. It's not always yours.
Oh, I kept telling about my crimes.
It says a lot, though, that you think you have a crime. I didn't suspected you.
I just talk, man.
Mark's gonna rat himself out. We gotta protect him. The guy was like, I thought he was gonna tell us what somebody else did. He keeps confessing. Let's keep him in protection, see what else he admits to. He won't stop confessing. I'm in the desert. I forgot that classic desert strategy of Peekaboo. It keeps you cool in the desert. I just my face as Peekaboo. I was like, why? Well, it's very important to cover yourself up from the sun in the desert. Peekaboo is a classic. It was distracting you real quick.
The sun's just that powerful version of the sun ain't really coming after you all the time. But Peekaboo stops its tracks.
What's new? Specifically? I'm in my basement. I thought we were doing location-based exclamations. I didn't want to. Sorry. Yeah, stuff is good. James has entered a new era, which I have not named yet. But I'm gonna just say that it's very destructive, and it's mainly of his own self. He's entering a Mark era, really. I sort of hoped eventually he'd gain like a fear of getting hurt, because he's not afraid of anything. He'll just like climb up on the back of the couch and he can fall and break his neck and all. He just does stuff like that. And he had started falling off of things. He started falling down. He fell off the back steps on the patio because he just wasn't looking right off the steps. He keeps doing that, but he doesn't act like he gets hurt. Like he falls, he fell onto his face. He missed this last step, fell onto his face off the back deck onto a concrete patio, and we were like, oh. And he just stood up and was like,
Everything on the IHOP value menu is just $6. You can go on. Because eggs, bacon, and fluffy pancakes are just $6 every day. And OMG, there's a new BLT.
Good, I was trying to find
Celebrate every day for just $6 with the IHOP Value Menu.
oops.
This Christmas, be the Santa for a real shelter dog. Let me explain. Treat is a game where you pick a real shelter dog and play with its virtual version to earn goodies that are sent to them in real life through Chewy.
She did.
And he just stood up and was like, I thought kids cried a lot. He does cry when he gets, like, hurts himself sometimes, but when he really eats it, nothing. He doesn't get scared. He's just like, oh, that was cool. And then just continues. It's like, he's just going to keep doing crazier and crazier shit. He's not learning to be afraid for his safety at all. Like the next Evil Knievel. I don't know. It seems bad, but also he's like, it's fine. Like, he's getting scraped up, but otherwise, he's fine. I'm going to trust him. See what happens. Trustworthy guy. We're going to be trustworthy too. I
All right.
an overwhelming guilt building up inside me for every day that I have to get video about all the Prusa 3D printers that they've sent.
Like, keep talking about him.
I could, but I don't think it qualifies. I think about it. I'm on vacation right now, so I'm just like, I'm trying
I
to.
absolutely love these freaking containers. Stuff weighs stuff. These things don't even weigh anything, and look how much they're worth.
No, they're being
Shipping
used. That's why I
containers.
feel bad. It's like they're like chugging
Best thing
24/7 now. And I'm just like, oh, you know, productivity for all these printers I got for free that they sent in right before the tariffs hit. Instead of
Like
yes, it's like under the door of the tariff. Yeah.
What's that?
Anyway, I can make ocean
Is that like physics sim stuff? Is that what you said?
I'm just kidding.
There's a procedure. You have to do things in a particular order to proceed. It starts at number 1 on the list and proceeds from there, procedurally. You open, you edit, you save. Procedure.
There you go. That's probably it. No, it just means you have to build everything you want to build out of fucking Lego bricks that they give you, and you can modify it as you go. I don't know. It's nuts, but they have little pre-made things, and I can make it with all my computers.
Nice. I don't know why I'm imagining you have this intricate setup, you launch the computer, you enter this crazy password, and then you're just like dropping a stick figure into the water once it goes splash, and you're like, yeah.
The operating system of powered as features for all these computers, and I load it up and I go, let's have a go. And it goes, and I go,
8 guys wearing sunglasses, and your faces in with like guns, like scanning your badge, you get in the room, and it's just,
yes, you don't know how right your voice is correct.
Stay here all day with
happy
it.
for you. But I've had to
Look
embrace
how much money and how much space.
Doesn't sound fun.
It's so stupid.
I need to be working more so I can get bigger boxes.
Like, I don't know why this is. Wait, if I go to Linux requirements, yes, I'm
They're
getting on
all
Linux
like
again.
this?
It has some great things, but also like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
If you go to any program, game has like system requirements, right? And so, sure, you go to sentiments for the software. It's like Windows. It runs on Windows 11. And
Good job, Curtis. You suck.
is not supported. You know,
You suck
Xbox
too,
is
Sully.
not supported. Mac OS, you know, just is for
Let's give it to me.
Linux.
It's
Everyone's
mine.
CentOS, 2004, Rocky, Alma. Older distros like that's
This
that's
one's
the
stuck.
thing.
Absolutely like
There's a sub page where if you install it for Houdini, you need to install all of the plugins that could possibly be bundled with it for Linux reasons. Lib sound, lib C6, lib dubus, lib N4, lib extract, lib one, lib GL, GLXO, ICE, NSDR, NSS, OpenGL, PCI, SM, X11, X11, XB, CD, XCB cursor, XCB, ERI3, XCB, ICBM. Now, I'm halfway through the list. I'm less than halfway through the list. That's how many you have to install yourself to get it working. Linux. You have to.
Sounds pretty much like Linux, but those are all just like command lines, right? Plus, can't you just download those all into one directory and then be like, well, look at this folder, install all of that shit?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know why wouldn't it be packaged with the Linux installer if it needed these things? Why doesn't it come with it?
It's actually a different thing you install first, but you have to install the main software, and then there's about 30 plugins that you install for that. But then once you have that, then you can install other software with all the plugins all included.
Man, I bet actually there probably is one of those. But the worst thing, that list that I read you is for only some of those distributions of Linux. That's for Debian, Ubuntu, and Pop. For RHEL, Rocky, and Fedora, there's a completely different list. Smaller, but different.
I followed all of that. Rocky,
I'm not
Elva.
following it up. I'm not saying I know this stuff. It's Linux is silly. It's from the same company.
I think we used to have neighbors named Rocky and Elma. It sounds like meme coins. Like, oh, it's Gleph and Mimped and Gorpy and Purple.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
Well, you used Linux back when we met in college. You were familiar with Linux, right?
If I said I was, I lied. I must have been like, I'm lying to you.
Well, a lot of my buddies went into like software engineering stuff. So Ubuntu was what I had on my other partition on the laptop that I used when we lived together. My laptop that I got for college was Windows 7 original Ubuntu distribution. Way back. So that goes back. And that was not new when I was using it then, I don't think either. That's like,
Not to brag, but I once had to launch a Windows computer in DOS mode to play a game.
Dang.
I know. That's pretty similar to what you guys are talking about, right?
basically. You know, it's funny. I know Wade's doing this as a joke. All of that you were going through, Mark, and in the back of my mind, I was like, I have been considering switching my web browser. That's gonna be tough. I feel what Mark's feeling.
That's gonna be tough.
Look, listen, I've dug in, okay? I've been using Chrome since it came out, and I know that it's awful, and if I didn't have such ridiculously overpowered computers, I would never get away with this. But I'm so afraid to change. It's gonna be so hard, and there's probably Linux involved or something. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Mark.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm sure, yeah.
Let me add some pain. You guys remember that whole car thing we talked about, right? Like, I'm getting a car.
Wade's car is parked in his driveway. Let's go. You got a picture of it?
Oh, very soon, very soon. My car, a few weeks ago, in port in Germany, and then it was in transit across the ocean. I got 3 tweets. Someone sent me a tweet. They were like, "Wait, bad news about your car." And I was like, what are you talking about? And it showed a picture of like a bunch of cargo containers washing up on a beach, where apparently there was a boat accident and BMW and all their containers got lost at sea. And I was like, oh no. I looked it up. I was like, oh thank God, this looks like it was 2023 or something. Not me.
And so you got your car.
Last week, Mom and I were out of town. I was keeping track. I was like, still in transit. They said take 2 to 4 weeks to get across the ocean. That's fine, whatever. And then 2 days ago, I looked and it was like, okay, I was on step like 14 of 16 for delivery. I looked, it was like step 13 at port. Oh, wait a minute, we've been in transit for like a week. What do you mean at port? We're not back in Germany, right? Like, this is a different car. Like, they're at this port. They're the port in the U.S., right? Like, they get this port, they go backwards in the step, tell me that it's actually here, and soon I'll have the car. It's still at port. No updates. And my car actually got deleted at one point from the app, and I had to go re-add it. I have some concerns. Oh my God.
The instructor smashed on the display so hard that all the boys pissed their pants. Right before you reach your power level.
Is it in the ocean? Is it in Germany? Is it here? That car, my guy, that car is cool. That car is
Where is it? What if there's a person in the exact right position at BMW or at like the shipping line or whatever who listens to this and heard you talking about it and was like, let's just fuck with him. Let's just send his car everywhere. how far can we get Wade to travel to pick up his car? Like, well, turns out you got to go to Baltimore if you want your car. It's definitely in the port there, maybe.
Hey, wait. Let me explain it to you in words in a way you can understand. Editors, like, help me out with this. Pretend my head is your car. Editors, now delete my head. Peekaboo. That's your car.
Well, I think the tweet was right. Wade's car's in the ocean. Editors, put Mark's head in the ocean. Look at all the whoa.
I don't know where it is. I have one more. Well, I've got two more things. I might save one of them. I got one more thing at least I want to mention right now. I've been hyping up a game for a while here. You finally played it, Blueprint. I watched you play it. I gotta say two things. One, I'm impressed. Two, God, I hate you.
I feel that. Tell you what.
So Blueprints is a puzzle game, right? You figure out different ways to unlock information, move, and there's different clues that lead you down different rabbit holes and things. Mark came across, like, the first puzzle, and instead of looking for a solution, how long did you spend in Photoshop trying to figure out, spoiler alert, Swan Song?
Look, man, I don't know, because the thing is, I had it right in front of me. It was so clear, because what it was like, I didn't know what this was, but I knew the last one was song, right? So it was like this, and not no one listening. It was like S. I knew it started with an S, and I knew song was at the end, and I was like, 3 lines here. This letter has 3 up lines. So yeah, no, I feel dumb. There was so much more cut out of that than you saw. I spent a good hour and a half.
Let me tell you, spoilers incoming. There's literally an item you find in the game that when you look at that note, reveals the password. You don't have to do that.
It seemed like I should be able to solve it, and you know, the answer was Robbie's. I looked, yeah.
I was like, he's never going to make another episode because if this is how he tackles puzzles in the game, he's like, something I can't quite see. What if I get the Hubble telescope? Can I rent that for a week? And I just hold that, aim it at my monitor. I can read this microscopic text.
Hey, yeah, got it. I don't know how you believe that. I solved the puzzle.
I was reading some of the comments. Everyone's like, wow, get Mark's dedication to figure that out. And I was like, if he played the game for 10 more minutes, rather than the 40 minutes he took in Photoshop, he might have just found the item that shows that.
I don't know what, I actually didn't watch it back, so I don't know how the edits hook up, but
It's funny.
that's ChatGPT. I have a little picture of that scroll. Given all the discoveries I've made so far. And I was like, what in the fuck do you think this is? And I said to myself, there's no way it works. And I said, I think the last one song starts with an S. And I was like, how did I find this? Could it be Swan Song? And I'm like, the AI should burn because of this. This one moment. Oh, did you see, not to keep harping on AI, because I know some people don't like talking about it, but it's kind of a thing making fun of most of the time. The new video one that everyone's really jazzed up about. Vio, whatever. Yeah. And it puts out, video that still is very clearly AI nonsense, but it looks prettier, which I guess is the good of it, or something like that. But here's the thing. If you tell it to make a Fortnite Let's Play, it not only will put the person in the corner, it has almost perfect Fortnite gameplay occurring in the video. It's good. Google got all of their training videos. I wonder where Google, owner of YouTube, got all of their training videos.
What happens if you tell it to create a makeup tutorial? Like, this is my daily skin routine. It's get ready with me video.
Turn around with 10 fingers on one hand, like 3 noses, like, perfect.
Well, I was gonna say, I appreciate that whoever put together their like sample stuff had a sense of humor, because one of the clips that was really popular going around was like a stand-up comic telling a joke, and the joke, I don't remember, it was like very unfunny, which was fine. But then there was another one of a guy who was like chest up shot of a guy just sitting there, and it cuts to him like he's mid-thought, and he just says, and that's the day that I realized I would be able to count his hands up and he has like 8 fingers. And like, very funny. Very funny. Nailed it. 10 out of 10. I had another weird medical wake up. You remember the uvula spot, right? So Molly and I were traveling. We got back late in the evening, I think like Monday or whatever it was. I was up late. I think I decided to record more blueprints or whatever have you. So I went to bed late. Got about 2.5 hours of sleep, and then I woke up. All the animals were like, "We need to sit now." And I was like, "All right, well, I guess I'll take the animals out." And I went to sit up. I was like, "Ooh, my fucking left eye was burning, like I had just poured hot sauce into it, like burning like crazy. I couldn't really open it. I finally did. I couldn't see out of it. I was like almost Amsler gritting myself, trying to see like different points of vision. Did I lose part of my vision? What happened to me? The cat scratched my eye in my sleep. Like I was freaking out. So I'm trying to take the animals out. I'm trying to like look at my phone to call an eye doctor because they had just opened at this point, like 8 in the morning. Get the animals outside. I call. I'm like, something's wrong with my eye. I don't know. I woke up. I can't open my eye. It's like pouring out water, pouring like crazy. And I went in, and the doctor got like this eye, like drop in each eye, put me under the applanation lamp, which is like you put your chin in your forehead and you put the blue light pressure test and stuff. And the one thing I think you never want to hear a doctor say is what my doctor decided to say is which was, well, that's weird. Anytime your doctor finds something weird or unusual they haven't seen before, you don't want that. So, of course, Mila was like, oh no, what's weird? And it's like, well, it looks like you just have a dry spot. And I was like, okay, that doesn't sound that weird. Maybe my eyelid got pried open or something. He's like, but it's in a spot that shouldn't have just dried out. Like, the middle of my cornea, this, like, diamond-shaped dry spot where, for whatever reason, there was no moisturizing on the middle of my cornea and my pupil and stuff. And he's like, well, if your eyelid had been pried open partially while sleeping, you'd expect to see it dry in this region. Like, he drew it out like on my picture. And he's like, if this was, like, he was showing different things. He's like, for it to be this pattern right here, but moisturized everywhere else, is bizarre. And I was like, great. What do we do about that? I'm glad to be a guinea pig here, but help me. Please help me. Hey, I'm scared. Help. You just need me a moisturizing drop. So I guess we'll try this. We'll keep in touch, come back and have fun the day after, and hopefully recheck and see how things are going. Thankfully, then skipping ahead, I used the drops, my eye's better, but no explanation as to how a random spot in my eye just like shriveled up and dried and died. Well, I think that all the people in the subreddit will diagnose you. All professionals. And some of them becoming professionals. So, yeah, no, that's actually WebMD'd it. Actually, I'm my eye pressures were good. So I was using like a steroid drop on this side. Raised eye pressure a little bit. So this eye pressure was up like 23. If you 30s, 40s, you start to worry. 23. You don't have to tell me. It's like high normal. I worked with eyes still okay. Maybe a decade ago, but like this eye was 22, this eye was 21. So a little elevation from the steroid drop, nothing crazy. Vision seems normal. I couldn't wear contacts for a few days just because the doctor said. It was very painful and very confusing to wake up half asleep and just be excruciating pain like that out of nowhere. Anyway, wait, medical anomalies, take 2. Someone's gonna be like, well, with uvula and the eye combined, what it actually means is your spleen is failing. Let me know, I guess.
It's 2 for $25. You get 1 full-size appetizer and 2 entrees for only $25.
Uvula and the eye combined, what it actually means is your spleen is failing. Let me know, I guess.
I need that. Pay for it.
This episode is brought to you by Amazon Prime. Whatever you're into, it's on Prime. You know what I got off of Amazon that is actually crucial to this show? My coin that I can never remember which side is heads and which side is tails.
Well, it's not just about products. Sometimes it's about shows. And Amazon Prime also comes with Prime Video.
Whatever it is, Prime helps you get more out of whatever passions you're into or getting into. Head to Amazon.com/Prime and follow your obsession wherever it goes. Good small talk, boys. Good small talk. I have a bit of time for an actual episode, so let's jump in. You guys remember we've done a couple of episodes in the past where
I had some old-timey phrases, and I would read you the phrase, you guys tell me what it meant. All right, we're doing more of that.
Oh, don't oversell it.
There's a couple reasons why. One, I really enjoy it. Two, we still have a lot left in this mental floss article. Three, I like mental floss. I don't know much about them as a webpage, but I just like the word mental floss. The compound word that it is. I think of like floss, and I enjoy. Sorry, Bob. Aphantasia biased against, I guess, but I enjoy the mental image I get of a brain being floss.
I would too if I had one. This is where I put my mental image of a brain being flossed. If I had one.
We've done 44 of these. I'm looking through my notes. We've done quite a few of them, and there's still a lot left. Find my coin. I don't remember who went where last, so I'm going to flip a coin to see which one of you goes first. Bob, your heads, Mark, your tails. All right, let's do a good flip.
Why are you doing it like that?
Why do you throw it? You throw it.
You need to rely more on you're like throwing it off your hand.
It's all thumb. Oh.
That was a very sharp pencil.
You're right, Mark. You've convinced me. You have convinced me that that's the proper way.
Like, it was an example. Obviously, that wasn't a coin, so.
It is tails. Means Mark, you go first here, which won't really matter. But
you could have just held that up and decided it was tails. I was not watching.
Well, that's not my fault. That's your fault, because I did do it.
Damn you.
Sorry.
No wonder it looked weird. Studio light.
Sorry.
Weird. What's going on? Hey, what's up, pal?
I'm just watching you flicker.
Watch this.
Whoa.
Really takes a second on that one.
Editors are gonna love this.
I know. What's wrong with this? What, the editor's gonna be jealous? I'm taking their job.
Edit the fireworks.
Editors, remove the fireworks from our screen. We can't have those. We can't have those. Take those out. Make it just regular.
So that was the Apple fireworks. Here's the editor's fireworks.
Sorry. Let's get back to what matters here.
Mark, what are your favorite burns?
Alright, so
I'll tell you in a second. I have great.
good one. So you got happy endings, right?
Yes.
So happy endings, but wait, which happy ending are you thinking?
The sex one?
The happy returns is reflect on your happy ending. Because you're too satisfied.
And you have to have opposite sex to give it back.
Yeah, they gotta put it back.
I feel like I have to say this might need to get cut out or bleeped out, but maybe not. This is immediately what I imagined and that's why I lost it. Happy returns. Okay, you're a guy, you're laying down on your back, and you're alone, and you're feeling horny, so you're jorking it, and you finish up into the air, and then you get covered in happy returns.
What goes up must come down.
Obviously.
Well, Wade, which one do you prefer? Returning your happy ending, raining jizz. Unfortunately, neither one of those are the happy return. Happy returns, despite the name, is actually just vomiting.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
It's silly.
That implies that the vomiting is good.
Yeah, really just vomiting. That's not it. I don't have a where it originated or anything like that.
It's closer. How? Stuff coming out of body.
Oh, you're right. I had stuff going into body. I'm so stupid. God damn it.
I mean, if you guys agree, I'll just happy returns.
Well, mine was not so happy, so maybe I had the irony about it, but on a fundamental level, I think it's still got it.
That's true. And vomiting and happy returns in Mark's world have match vibes a little better, I guess, but it depends how you judge it.
Bob, what is a lean away?
The word is lean away,
Like the word lean and the word away combined into one compound word.
It's actually a practice that's been outlawed. Modernly, there's a similar thing that you can still do. It's called layaway, which is where you pick out a product at a store and then they set it aside for you and you make payments, and when you pay it off, then you can take it home and you own the product. Like furniture and stuff like that. Layaway was actually where instead of you picking the product and then leaving the store, you had to pick the product and then work in the store and live there without leaving until you paid off the debt. And then you were allowed to take the furniture, whatever it was, home with you. You didn't actually get to go home and lay down, but you could leave occasionally during your 7 days a week work shifts. Work starts. So, ours was the lead away from popularized by.
So I asked ChatGPT to help me come up with some stretches I can do every day. They're super easy to incorporate before or after a workout or before bed, and it only takes me 10 minutes.
I love that instead of telling me what it means, you just put it in another sentence.
What do I need to say? I don't need to say anymore. That's it.
That whole movie's like that. What is fuck shit. What's Hakuna mean? Nobody knows. It doesn't mean anything. What does it mean? You can't even say Hakuna Matata. I'm not sure we're gonna figure out some of these words. What is Hakuna? Lean away is just someone who's tipsy. Man, I gotta start thinking about more boring stuff. That one at least I buy, like, sure.
I think I gotta get Mark the voice on this one. Not your creativity, but I felt more drunk listening to the Una Matata song that you contributed
That was
to.
my words.
I know, but it was contributing to Mark's idea of the song.
I'm already ahead. I'm not gonna say anything.
Well, I guess it doesn't mean no worries, does it? Some worries, bruh. Some worries.
Some worries for Una Matata.
It means some worries. It means anxiety.
Yeah, I can't get Manuba. I don't know. It's different every time. Who cares?
Mark, what does it mean to be off the cuff?
We did this one. Wait, this is for the on the cuff.
I do feel like we did something similar, but
This isn't a 20 easy questions. We're getting these action ones. Isn't it?
no promises.
Oh boy. Alright. So, on the cob.
Off the cuff.
Which one is it, man?
The one I've said every time.
Wait, has said the same one every time.
Which one is on or off the cob?
Is it on the cob or on the cob? Which one is it, Wade? You keep saying different things.
FF. Off the cob.
Alright, off the cob.
Good job. I should give you a point just for repeating what I said.
No, Mark, you said it. You're saying it wrong, so it must be on the cob.
Must be on the cob. If I was wrong before.
Because you said off the cob.
Okay, so it's on the cob.
Yeah, Wade was saying on the cob.
So, when you eat corn and it's still whole, you eat it on the cob. It means to eat something whole.
Bob, what is off the cob? I feel like this is like Saturday Night Live celebrity Jeopardy bullshit.
All right, I'm gonna play for points this time.
Somehow both of you are Sean Connery today, and I don't know how.
I'll be Connery, you be Sean. I'm playing for points. Off the cob. It's actually a saying. Comes out of Nebraska, very regionally specific. There's a lot of corn in Nebraska. Their college mascot is the Cornhuskers. That's how corn focused they are. And so it's just in slang in Nebraska for if you've been eating too much corn lately and you're trying to cut back, when someone offers you, as they do every day, everywhere in Nebraska, a corn on the cob, you say, no, on the cob.
No.
I was writing down the point for you, Bob. I was like, he participated
Hayden, are you sure it wasn't on the cob, Wade? Are you sure? Are you sure? I don't know anymore. I can't tell anymore, man. We did the bit too much. I don't know which one's the one.
Slang meaning corny. It just means corny.
On the cob means corny.
I don't like that one very much. That's not
You're real on the cob, man. It's like on the nose. You're too on the nose.
No, it's not on the. It's off the cob. Bob, what is a red onion? Can't wait for this. The color is red.
All right, a green onion.
I don't give a fuck what you prefer it to.
I'm not sure if it's more specific than this or what, but I'm gonna keep it kind of vague and just hope that I'm in the right ballpark. Red onion is a vegetable?
It's fair. Yeah.
I can't disagree with your assessment.
That has to be right. That's a reasonable guess.
I gotta guess that.
It's a slang phrase for something.
A slang phrase for a green onion that's not green enough.
I know what it is. It's slang for a beet. Because, some people, they didn't know what beets were. Pulled out of the ground, it looks a lot like an onion. They bet into it like, this red onion's weird.
Oddly enough, Mark, you're closer than I'd like you to be with this interpretation.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm saying.
Seeing something and thinking it should be different or perhaps better. A red onion is a dive bar.
How am I closer? How?
I don't think they have a lot of vegetables at dive bars.
I think it's called a red onion because you go there and it ends up being a dive bar. I don't know. I don't get a lot of descriptions for this. I think you're first this time. You have got this. You are. This one was built for you. What is meant by the slang phrase "focus your audio"?
Can you give me the definition?
No.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Focus your audio.
That's telling. That's exactly what we did. Wouldn't be that. You're too wise and special for that. You're too sly dog. No, I'm literally stalling because I forgot what it was. What did you say?
Off the cob. Or focus your audio. Focus your audio.
Focus your audio. Yeah, that's right. You sly dog. The phrase sly dog makes me forget because it's like it empties my mind of whatever's there.
Focus your audio.
Focus your audio, right?
Give him your answer, you sly dog, you.
It is Alright, final answer.
I don't know what you said, but yeah, I agree. Bob, what's focus your audio mean?
This is actually from the 60s. Oh, maybe it's more like the 80s. I don't know. It's from Group B rally car racing. The radio transmissions between driver and navigator were pretty hard to understand, kind of just shouting at each other. And the Audi team often get into arguments or sort of get off track because they were yelling at each other back and forth. So the navigator just shut it down and to get it back on track to make sure that they're still trying to win the race, would just shout at his driver, like, "That's enough! Focus your audio!"
Savings or special offers.
Interpretation.
Focus your audio! Because they drive an Audi. And it was exasperated. Like, yo, it's how you know it's serious. I am not laughing that way. I can hear you saying that. It's good. No, it's good. But I thought you had it. Because you're it's fun, right?
Santa Claus was just the sharpest dressed man they could have met, and as they complimented each other, people would just show him at the overweight, sharp, Claus sharp. Scale goes mega Claus. It's sharp. Did you cut out, or did you scale it to Egg Claus? Claus face. Those don't ring. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, don't ring means also Monty Claus. Everyone knows. It's the sharp note. Anyway, give me my point. I'm so right. Claus Sharp describes someone who's well informed on a variety of topics. I'll give you on something. I don't know if it's important. I'll take anything at this point. Not even. Mark, what is having right? If someone could have right, what's that mean? It's that like radiation, obviously. Like you got the bad light in you. You got that bad light in you. You get the bad light. This one is this is a tough one. I was going to get it up. This is a grocery store was used to sell this one person thinks they're finance. Like someone said something like that. First one. And in the background, right to see describe someone who knows because it's kind of information that could lead someone writing something else. At least in the mom, yeah, right to see on the that you can
Do this for a second.
I see. Yeah, he's just through that. You got that right. I feel like one of
Yeah, circle back around. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know you were here. Tell your friends about me.